Yeah, tap in with the tap in, tap out. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. We just shooting the breeze. I dropped my chain out here somewhere, and I'm just trying to retrack my steps. But I wanted to go live and talk to y'all about some things because yeah, it's a lot of misconceptions going on or whatever. And I feel like just talking crap today because I haven't went live and like really talked to y'all in a minute. Mind you, y'all know my usual lives is really my usual lives is like the call in. Like I have the phone and calling in and stuff like that. I haven't done that because since I've been back in LA, I left my backpack with all my laptop stuff and all that, my camera, all that was left at the airport. So that's why I haven't done that as of recently. But y'all know that's my thing, right? So it's a lot of these new YouTubers that get on here and they think they doing something different. Baby, I've been doing that. And they try to compare themselves to me, like, oh yeah, you could learn. No, I don't. I could learn something from everybody, but don't get at me like you teaching me something, bruh. That what you doing? That oh yeah, I'm gonna go live for hours, for 10 hours and have a live chat and let people call in. I've been doing that for years, baby. I did that. I started that. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing that. I ain't gonna say I started it because actually Spiderlock actually taught me that. So, but I've been doing that for years, bruh. Don't act you know what I'm saying? Like chill out. You new here. Act like that. You know? So but yeah, that's it's weird. And then on top of that, I'm looking at my notifications, and y'all remember I'm not gonna say no names because I'm not giving nobody no extra content or I'm not bigging up nobody's name because it's people that's not where I'm at. Not saying where I want to be. I'm where I want to be, but it's people that's not where I'm at. You feel me? And I'm not gonna allow them to use me to big up their stuff. Not doing that at all. But if you've been here and you've been here rock with me, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, this girl, she just come and like jack my whole style. Y'all know I'm like the only girl that do what I do in my algorithm. And she come try to like jack my whole style. Mind you, she not from LA. She not even black. She not a member. And she wanna come have these conversations that she thinks she can have because she see me having them. I checked her about it once and left it at that. You feel me? But when I see people coming in my comments talking about, oh, you copy whoop de whoop whole style, baby, I gotta correct you. I ain't copy nobody's style. Baby girl came over here and copied me. I'm the black woman. I'm the LA native. I'm the blueprint, bruh. Always blueprinting everything. So don't talk about, oh yeah, shit. Like what? Y'all got me messed up. Girl even copied me. Y'all know, like back in the day, I used to wear the hat to the back or whatever. I used to wear hats, period. Girl even copied me to the T to where baby started wearing hats. And the reason why I bring that up because everybody know that's my thing, and I kind of drifted away from it because, like, girl, you was a whole porn star and putting your boobs in the camera for clickbait, and you saw that wasn't working because you look like a light bulb with a wig on. So then you started trying to jack my style and do what I'm doing. So I just don't like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was on yesterday I was chilling, minding my business or whatever, right? And somebody sent me the dude, what's his name? SBG, I don't want to mess it up. SBG, SBGT. Is it SBG TV or I don't know, but it's SBG something TV. I, I think it's SBG TV though. But anyway, the dude DZ, he over there, right? He like he want me to come do an interview with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He want me to come do an interview with him. Like so basically he wants my content. You feel me? So my thing is I hope my chat ever don't ever act like his chat. Cause if I ever want an interview with somebody and the person come in my chat and just just talking, I don't even care if the person was mad disrespectful. If y'all know I still want that interview, I would not want my chat to run that person off. Cause I they send me the link. Baby got me up talking about some stuff that I really don't feel that comfortable talking about no more because it's in the past, right? Or whatever. And he like, oh yeah, I want the interview, da da da. Da. And I'm like, in the chat going crazy, saying crazy stuff. Baby, you think I'm gonna give you, and then you allowing it? He highlighting the comments that the chat saying crazy about me, all the stuff. So you really think I'm about to give you an interview? You out of your rabbit A mind, out of here, out of here. You thought crazy as heck. And ain't gonna get mad because I said I'm not doing nothing for free, bro. You just got on YouTube. I don't have to do nothing for free for you. I'm not doing you not like what the heck? I don't have to do nothing for free for you, especially to talk about a situation that brought me so much anxiety and pain and stress in my real life. You don't know if when I start talking about that again, it's gonna bring me that same stuff because that person gonna start attacking me again in real time. So why would I do that for free? To have to go through that again for free for your platform? Your platform is not bringing me anything that I don't already have. It's not like if I'm going to what do you call that? It's not like if I'm going to I already did Tasha K. Tasha K, my homegirl. So not that. Let's say who? It's not like I'm going on Wendy Williams or something like that. That's gonna put me in a whole nother ballgame. Of course, I'm gonna do that for free. You feel me? I'm benefiting from it. But you are somebody that got just as many subscribers as me. Nobody knows you. You got a little buzz. You on the come up. But why would I put myself through that type of turmoil for free for you when I'm not benefiting at all? He's talking about network. You are trying to network. I do network. I'm not gonna network down. I'm gonna network up. So like they gonna try to make me feel weird because I said I'm not doing it for free. So they start trying to troll like, oh, she need money. She need money. No, you need content. You need content. So are you trying to talk about, oh, she need money, but you need content. You want the content or not? The hell? Like people don't even be understanding what's what. Man, and that's one thing down. I wanted to tell y'all about something else. Yeah, I wanted to tell y'all about something. Can I go this way? I think I go this way. I want to tell y'all about something else, right? So did y'all like what's up, champ? That's why I was like, champ, we gotta start getting back to our stuff. Remember what we used to be, how we used to go live every day, cracking? Like they got it messed up. They must have cause I be taking breaks because I go through real stuff. Like my life ain't easy peasy yet. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going through the repercussions of talking about that situation. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, so sometimes I go at it and then I have to take a break because people really come at me because my name is clout. I'm not saying it's the biggest clout, but it's definitely clout. You feel me? So like I guess this little weird dude, SBGTV, he don't understand that because he just got here. He don't know. Ain't nobody win at him yet. He don't know how that feel. He don't know. You don't know if he could. They talking about I need to get thick skin. Baby, you don't even know who I am. You don't even know what I've been through on here. Talking about I need to get thick skin, baby. I'm still here after all that stuff I went through on publicly on the internet, and I'm still here. Come on now, bruh. Y'all don't know nothing y'all talking about. I can't wait till that man find out some stuff, and he will. I can't wait till he find out some stuff on that dude, and that dude start going through the same stuff. Goldie Loc caught the dude live last night. He didn't even know who Goldie Loc was. So I'm telling him in the chat, I'm like, bro, you got a legend on your chat. In your chat, like start talking to him, like ask him questions, and like interact with him, cause bro, this is Goldie Loc. This is a legend, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if this Goldie Loc he a legend. I'm from LA. I know exactly who this is. I know exactly how much weight this holds. And I feel like and you're not an LA native and this man called you. That's a blessing. So my thing is if you're not handling him how I feel like he deserved, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, bro, you know who that is? Like, talk to him. This is big. This bigger than whack. Like, mind you, he like, oh, don't be telling me what to do on my live and whoop de whoop bear. And I said, what? Now he was on live last night, champ. I said, telling you what to do. I'm like, bro, I'm supporting you. I'm telling you to interact with the nigga. Cause the nigga on live it's talking to Goldie Loke on the phone. I'm talking about Goldie Loke from Long Beach, from the inside, from the East Siders. And this he on the live doing this. Let me take my glasses off so y'all can see. He had glasses on, but you can see he doing it. He like, that's his body language on my soul. And I'm like, bro, how you giving that kind of energy to Goldie Loke? Like, bro, and when Goldie Loke say something, he wait for the nigga to respond. And the dude like, word. Like you could tell he was hella irritated and wanted Goldie Loke to shut up. It was very, very obvious. So I'm telling him, like, bro, engage with him. Like you handling him weird. And we LA natives watching this, like, bro, he's gonna watch it when he's sober because he was probably tipsy. Bro, you was like, I don't know. Like if Jadakiss called, he probably would have been hitting cartwheels or something. But and then so I call in, I call in or whatever because his chat was just going too crazy on me, and I'm like, y'all weird as hell. So when Goldie Loke hang up the phone, he started going in like, oh yeah, she this and that, da da da. I'm like, hold up, bro. Even though I know me calling is gonna give him some clout, I don't care. But I'm not about to give him an interview. I need to make some shit clear real fast. So I call in right, and I tell the dude. I said, "Hey, bro, why do you feel like because I told you to, I'm telling you that that's Goldie Loke and to do your big one. Why you take that as me coming at you?" He gonna say, "Cause you was, bro." I said, "You weird." I said, "That must be an East Coast thing, my nigga." Mind you, he taking shots at me, low. He talking about, yeah, you done been around whacking them and da 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 da. And y'all know me, I'm passive. I'm passive. I let a person get 3, 4 shots in before I slam dunk their ass every time. So he like, right, never heard of the East Siders. So he like, what he said? So he like, hey, can I get through here? Oh, I could. So he like, oh yeah, just saying little slick stuff. And by the third slick comment he said, that's when I was like, oh yeah. I said, bro, I was supporting you, my nigga. I said, if you don't know what that look like, support come in all fashions. I said, if you don't know what that look like, cool, I'll keep it. I said, that must be an East Coast thing. Y'all sensitive as hell over there. I said, I lived over there for 2 years. Yeah, y'all sensitive. And he gonna say, oh, you threw a slick shot. Like, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up, my nigga. Like, you letting these people right here fuck your shit off, bro. And if your chat with you, your chat is not about to run no content that you have off. My chat, I would hope that y'all allow me to get the content before y'all eat a nigga up. Pause. Feel me? On my soul. Let me get the content first. On my soul. Once I get the content, fuck them. But nah, he got a brand new chat. It's full of old people. One lady sound like a smoker walking down the street at 3, 4, 5 in the morning daytime though. And other ladies, he got yeah, like old people in his chat. So I'm like, bro, y'all weird. Some you could tell she's I don't know, a weird black lady sound like a colonizer. She called on the phone talking about, yeah, Mika, I want to apologize because she represented the Cali women so messed up. First of all, little bitch, you ain't the Cali women that I represent. Bitch, you a whole you a square first off. Talking about we have a message over here. You don't have a message. Shut up, little hoe. You can tell you anorexic. You need some meat, I'm sure. Sound like you eat tofu all day. So baby, it's a whole bunch of different categories of Cali women over here. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, at the end of the day, don't come over here because I don't look like what you represent, baby. I don't this man, you following a man platform who's following a gang member as for content, and you gonna tell me what the heck I'm talking about. Like, girl, get the hell up out of here. Go take a shower or something. Cool off. It was just weird because I feel like none of my chats would do that. Nobody in my chat wouldn't do that. If y'all would, let me get the content first, because baby, I'm not doing an interview with that man. He had the whole story all messed up. Dude said I was man, I ain't even gonna repeat that stuff. Dudes had the whole story left. And I'm like, where did you get your information from, bro? You said you just got here, like you just got on YouTube. So obviously you getting your information six hand. not even second or third. Your information done went through 6, 7 different hands, and now you over here telling the story and you telling it wrong. So while he's sitting up there talking about how sue Wack for if Wack come at him weird or try to come for his channel, bro, I can literally sue you for defamation of character. You got the story all wrong, and you're talking about me in in a manner that's not true. You got the entire story wrong, talking about some crazy stuff, and that's defamation of character. You're not saying allegedly, you're not saying possibly. Then the dude is saying the story like it's true, and that's what pissed me off. And I'm like, bro, where did you get your information from? And you get mad at me trying to teach me something. You don't know how to run YouTube, obviously. You don't know what you're doing on YouTube, obviously. Trying to teach me something, baby. You a little boy in this YouTube stuff. You don't even understand. I could get you for having my picture up there as your thumbnail, baby. But you don't understand. And how you talking about me on your live, got me on your you got me on your what you call that? You got me on your thumbnail, and then when I pull up to speak, your chat talking about I'm clout chaser, I'm looking for subscribers. Bro, y'all talking about me. I'm your content right now. Like what? Like, yeah, you need to teach them a few things on myself. Fast. The heck? On my soul. So, anyways, wait. But anyways, what was I about to say? But that's just that on that. I had a whole nother situation that just went on too last night. It's crazy, 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 crazy. Dang, I can't believe I lost my chain. I hope it's in my car. I'm gonna look in my car when I get back. But I had to like try to trace my steps. I dropped my chain. I don't know where I dropped it either. It's crazy. But come stay with me tonight. But yeah. So anyways, so how y'all like Tanic? Y'all like Tanic? Champ, how y'all like Tanic? I need to know. Y'all rocking with Tanic? I was thinking about actually like doing some real stuff with Tanic. What you think? You said who tapped out though? Nobody tapped out. I'm telling you, don't tap out. But damn, I can't believe I dropped my chain. But anyways, what was I gonna say? So work with him. Alright. So anyways, y'all. So yeah, this another thing. So y'all know I did 2 interviews back to back in the last couple of days. I did Tanic and then I did Lil Blue Rat from Hoover. So my thing is that same thing like Boych's girlfriend had to learn too. When you got a dude that's like trying to come up in this way, right? You have to allow him to work. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't see him sitting down having interviews with certain people and then you be insecure and start hitting these people up. You will deter people from working with him and essentially mess up his bag. You feel what I'm saying? On some real stuff. Like if you a woman that has a man on the come up in this content world, you cannot be jumping in every if a girl do it and he do sit down with a female and do an interview, you don't jump in her DM and be like, oh, You like my nigga? Like, first of all, that's ratchet behavior. Like, you see how I'm shooting the stuff right here with y'all, and I'm being very comfortable. I'm being very like I'm at home with my homies because this is my chat. Feel me? But like when it's time for my interviews, y'all, if y'all notice, I speak a little different with a different tone and things like that because it's a certain time to be professional, a certain time to be chill, right? Right now I'm chill. But that's so unprofessional for your girlfriend to be hitting up your interviewer talking about, do you like my nigga? Like what? Like what? Who was 40 the Loke? She did an interview about poetry. You it's not 40 the Loke. Her name 40 Loke. But my thing is this. You see how I come out the 40s, right? Born and raised. I got a platform, been having a platform, right? And none of them, y'all see, I ain't never had poetry as an interview. The only person that I had lined up for an interview was X4. And that's because C-Star, I fuck with C-Star. C-Star lined me up with X4. Told X4, like, hey, go do Mika podcast, da da, right? None of them other 40s, like, the way that the Bloods mess with me right now, and the way that the Hoovers mess with me right now, knowing that that's my content, you know, I use my platform to give LA natives a chance to, you know, to give a different outlook on their culture and lifestyle. That's my thing. I'm not trying to be negative in anywhere and nothing like that. But you know this, and I come from the 40s. So none of y'all tapped in. None of y'all worked with me. I kind of feel like they were trying to like keep me out the loop. So now they dropped the ball. They don't got the camera no more. They don't got the stage no more. It didn't got passed to the Hoovers. And as soon as the Hoovers got the stage, what did they do? As soon as the Hoovers got the stage, what they do? Tapped in with a real one. Tapped in. I got more uh interviews from them coming up. I got some bio videos I'm about to drop for a couple of them. I got some females from Bompton about to come do interviews with me. Like on my soul, like all of a sudden, as soon as the 40s dropped the platform and another hood picked it up, now everybody messed with me. So that let me know the people where I come from wasn't jacking me. So when everybody see my platform is saturated with Hoovers and Bloods, don't say nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing at all. Y'all wasn't rock. I rock with who rock with me. Y'all wasn't rocking with me. And I'm saying, dang man, I did not find my chain on me. Now I just got content after content rolling out, rolling out. Feel me? It's crazy. You would never think. Oh, y'all know the dude Milk? You know Milk 74? Y'all remember? Y'all know who that is? Champ and retired troll. Y'all know who Milk 74 is? I need to take these glasses up so I can see the comment. Do y'all know who Milk 74 is? He said, make sure. Right. The rest of the content on the channel. But yeah, so okay, Mr. Hill, you know who Milk 74 is. So those of y'all who don't know who Milk 74 is, Milk 74 is a white boy that got adopted by a black family that lived in 74 Hoovers. And that's why he got his name Milk 74, because he jacking Hoover. You know what I'm saying? So he got a platform on YouTube. Recently, Gumby did an interview and was like, Mick ain't from Hoover. He can't come around. Mind you, I just did an interview with a Hoover dude that I'm actually about to cut up and roll it out. You know what I'm saying? He said on my interview, he not from Hoover. You know what I'm saying? So if he not from Hoover, you're mad because you do content and you talk about these people, but you do it from like I think he in a whole different state. You know what I'm saying? So he said he lives in a glass house. So right. So I think he live in a whole nother state. So when I was promoting my interview with Tannic, right? I'm promoting a Tannic interview or whatever. He comes on the post and he say, "Oh, you're interviewing a gangbanger for what again?" Like, bro, Tannic was like, "Mind your business, little dude." And then I was like, I said, "You talk about them, I talk to them. I can understand why you upset. Because you can't come have these conversations. They're not gonna talk to you because you're not a member. You're not from your hood anymore." So what's his name? So then he go on my DM like, "Oh, all I said was, why did you, who can't go to their hood? You stuck in it." Do this look like the hood to y'all? This don't look like the hood, right? I ain't stuck in nobody's hood, boy. But the thing is, like I told him, I said, I don't live in the hood. I said, but I can go back and forth as I please, and you can't. So I get that. You feel me? So yeah. So I left his little in need of melanin self right there with that. But my thing is, Milk, you supposed to be doing so good on YouTube. How did my little old channel catch your eyes? How did my little channel catch your eyes? Yeah, he do stay in those condos. You could tell. You could tell. Cause it looked like out of state, like New York or something. But I was looking, I'm like, those do look like the LA downtown buildings. But I wasn't sure. That's crazy. But yeah, like how my little channel catch your eyes, Milk. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was on. Like, you sound dumb. But I love the fact that you watching my channel. But I told him, I said, but since you inquiring, I said, go watch the video and you'll see why I interviewed him. Yeah, he definitely hated. He said, Milk be people everything. Right, because he watch everything. That's how he do his content. He just report on people. You don't get to go interact with these people, and I can. So that's a difference. Milk doesn't have an apartment. He just rents the balcony. I'm dead. Yeah, like, but my thing, like, yeah, Milk, I see you watching my stuff. Cool beans. Bro, look all these ducks. But he said, I live in the hood. He said, I'm stuck in the hood. Baby, Milk, I could see you ain't really making no money over there, bro. You might want to get a job. Cause what's going on? He still dressed like he live in a trailer. On my soul. Like, do this look like the hood to y'all? This don't look like the hood to me. Got ducks in the middle of the street. It's like the hood to y'all? Not to me. Not to me. He was demonetized for a minute. All right. But this don't look like the hood to me. Not at all. And I'm walking to my house. This don't look like the hood to me. He shops at the Goodwill. It definitely looked like it. Definitely. Yeah. He said, right, ducks in the street on my soul. And let me show y'all the walk up when I'm walking up to my front door. Like, my front door is so fly, bro. I ain't gonna show y'all my door, but I'm gonna show y'all what is my front yard. This hood where, baby? Hood where, baby? When you really come from the hood and you really been in the struggle and you really had to survive, and you know what I'm saying, and you didn't dodge bullets and did time and all that crazy stuff that we not proud of. Once you get a chance to get away from that, you get away from that. You feel me? Like, we don't stay in that. Look at this. This is in my neighborhood on my street. This is in my street. Y'all see this is a creek. What? Who lives in the hood? Hood where? This is a creek in my neighborhood. What? Hood where? Hood where? Like, boy, stop. It's hot as hell though. Can't wait to get in the jumps. Okay, look. I'm gonna show y'all my front yard. Hold on, let me get a little closer though. But yeah, creek type time. You know what I'm saying? What's up, acting bad? Yeah, like, they had me messed up. They had me messed up. But like I said, Champ, you was in here when I was talking about the dude SBGTV, whatever his name is. I look so naked without my chain. I hate that. You was in here when I was talking about that. Bro, look at my front yard though. Like, bro, I'm gonna get closer. Champ, you seen my front yard, bro. They not fucking with me, bro. Look, y'all see these houses behind me? This like the hood to y'all? Stop playing. This is like that don't look like no hood to me. That for sure don't. What is that? That for sure don't look like the hood. What? Stop playing with that, man. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Milk, go play with somebody else. You live in downtown LA. Dirty! Dirty! Dirty with the Gatorade because it's hot, y'all. See, look, I'm prepared. You know, people that don't live in the hood, we be prepared. We be prepared. Like, you know, white people, they always have snacks and hydrating things and, you know, I'm just playing. But no, yeah, it's hot. Yeah, this is nice, right? Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my front yard, though. That is my front yard. What are we talking? What are we talking? What are we talking? The heck? Yeah. So, Milk, next time you want to pop that, talking about, oh, yeah, I'm not stuck in the hood. You're definitely stuck in the hood. Downtown LA is one of the worst hoods. What is you talking about? Downtown LA is the hood. Fanny packs on my soul. Downtown LA is the hood, baby. The real hood. Milk always got something to say. I would too if that's my only means of income. 'Cause look, I do this, but I got a job too. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't be on here like 24/7 and stuff like that. I have a real job. I have a real life. I'm a mom. And as much as people want to troll and act like, oh, Mika, where's your kids, baby? I'm a real mom. We do real things. I just see how like I went through some real stuff on the internet and they involve my children. I do not post my kids no more. So my personal life, when it's that personal, I don't. And you could troll and say, oh, da da da. I won't have nothing to prove to you. I promise. You could think what you want, but I got a real life outside of YouTube and stuff like that. Until YouTube get me on CJ so cool level, I'm gonna be working the job. The heck, on my soul. On my soul. This nigga said, you're dumb. Nani, like I said, y'all be trolling. My babies was never taken from me. How do you feel? Never. Y'all just be y'all be trolling, listening to what the internet say, and that's cool. Think that. I don't care. I'm not about to yeah, I'm not about to yeah, none of that. Yeah. Y'all think what the fuck y'all want when it come to my kids, cause they ain't y'all business for real. And I ain't about to clear nothing up. He said Milk stay in the glass house cause they have security. I bet. Bro, this don't look like no hood. Just saying. What up, Moore? What up, Moore? It's hot as a bitch out here, gang. I'm about to go. I need to charge my phone. That's my man house. Bro, my man is in jail, stupid. How's that my man house? How's that my man house? Talk what you know, buddy. And then somebody gonna say, oh, because I interviewed the Hoover dude yesterday, right? He gonna say, he gonna say, oh, this a blood girl debriefing a Hoover. some. And I'm like, bro, debriefing is crazy, right? Just the use of that word is crazy, how you use it. Debriefing. Like, yeah, you the feds. So we ain't talking about nothing illegal, nothing like that. But also, I told him, I'm like, bro, y'all would rather see him on a platform with a white man exploiting our culture that's not even from our culture. That's what y'all would rather see him doing. Not sitting down with a black woman that's trying to get hers up, you know what I'm saying? And that's of your community, of your culture, right? Y'all rather see him go sit down with a white man that's exploiting our culture that has nothing to do with our culture, right? That's crazy. And then I told him, I said, black people always hating on each other. Like y'all, and men always hating on women. That is crazy. That is crazy. You see a black man supporting me as a black woman, and I'm supporting him. I'm using my platform to help him further his reach as it pertains to an audience, right? I'm helping him, allowing him to use my platform to further his reach as it pertains to an audience. And he's also helping me by coming to sit down and help me create content. That's uh uh black people supporting black people. Why are black people so upset with that? You know what I'm saying? Why is that not the norm? Why are black people mad about that? You know what I'm saying? That's weird. So, and then on top of that, I'm like, you want to speak on blood doing something with a Hoover and all this other weird stuff you talking about. You obviously not from our city because, nigga, I'm not on here as a gang member. But if we want to get technical into those details, my hood get along with Hoovers. So when y'all come on here trolling, I just want y'all to have y'all facts straight. You know what I'm saying? How y'all facts straight? Stupid. Just dumb. Just be talking. I'm good. I just ain't went live and popped my shit in a minute, so I decided to today. I have to sit down and drink this Gatorade. I was trying to trace my steps and find my chain. I dropped my chain, but it's probably in my car. So when I get back right here, I'm just look in my car. Feel me? Yeah, but this the hood though. They said it's the hood though. Water fountains and shit. This the hood though. Right across the street from my house. It's the hood? Is this the hood? Is this really? What the helly? What the hell? What the helly? This the hood, y'all. Oh my soul, this the hood. Little sitting area. Hold on, let me zoom out. Little sitting area. The water fountain, you know what I'm saying? It looks beautiful. This the hood though. Right across the street from my house. Y'all see the lake right there? Yeah. This the hood though. This the hood though. Milk. You live downtown LA, baby. As soon as you walk outside your door, all you see is smokers, bro. What is you talking about? Smokers. The nigga SBG Duck TV or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Bro, I love where I live, gang. What the hell? Now, let me show y'all. Let me give y'all a view of my front yard. Give y'all a good view. Hold on. Look at this. This is my front yard. When I step up outside my house, this what I see. When y'all step outside your house, what y'all see? What you see, milk? What you see, milk? This what you see when you step outside your house? I'm talking about as soon as I step out the front door. Yeah, gang. Yeah. This the hood, bro. He said this the hood though. This the hood though. Yeah, whatever, nigga. That YouTube ain't paying you enough, nigga. You can't even live like me yet. Yeah, all right. All right. Beautiful. Can never be too stressed out. So I just come out here and sit the fuck down. You feel me? Sit the fuck down. I can't turn it too much that way, because that's where my house at. I don't want to show y'all where my house at. But yeah, stop playing with me. Exactly. Protect my fucking peace. It feels so good right here in the shade. But I just walked the country mile. Right. Grown white man said I live in the hood. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. No, I don't want to show y'all. That's my house over there. Be careful. This ain't no Lake Lanier, bro. I don't live. Where's Lake Lanier? In Georgia? I don't live in Georgia, bro. I'm from LA. Thanks, Gary. I'm a fan of your content. Keep it coming. We can protect your peace by all first. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate your support a lot. Why people trying to figure out your location still? I don't think he was trying to figure out my location. It was like he was trying to clown because the dude Milk was 74. He was hating on my interview with he was hating on my interview with Tanic, baby Tanic. And he started talking shit. Talking about why you interviewing a gangbanger again. And I told him, I said, you talk about gang members. I talk to them. I could see why you mad. And then what'd he say? He was like, oh, I just asked a question. Yeah, he said, you stuck in the hood. I'm not. Boy, stuck in the hood. So I had to show him. Stuck in the hood where? Stuck in the hood where? Hello? Stuck in the hood where? Yeah, that's what I had to tell him. But yeah, Milk sees homeless people when he walk outside his door. Crackheads, homeless people, all the shits. I gotta go charge my phone. But yeah, boy, don't ever try to come for me. He never been in here. He don't go with the bro. I know Hoover's for real. My homegirl from Hoover was like, when I told her he was hating, she was like, ask him when the last time he been to his hood, and she from Hoover. Hello, and then the dude Gumby, who we about to interview next, cause we interviewing Gumby next. Gumby all made him take the 7-4 out his name. That's why he don't got the 7-4 in his name. He said that. So you're not from Hoover. They all said you're not from Hoover. The heck? So go sit down, bro. And you still want to wear orange in your videos, cause that's where you getting your clout from, being a white boy claiming Hoover. The fuck? Yeah, now I have to go to my house. I ain't gonna go in my house, cause I told myself I wasn't putting that type of private stuff on the internet no more. I'm gonna just go in my I'm gonna go, and we got like a little area for the people that live in my community. I'm about to go by the pool. That's what I'm gonna do. He said shit getting real, not milking me killing at it. That's what I said. All he did was prove to me he watching my shit, and it put me on a different scale. So I don't even need to be going back and forth with the likes of SBG, Duck TV, whatever the fuck. Um, you never thought about fans meet and greet. I would love to meet. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. I just gotta find my security. But now I live in LA on my soul. I'm gonna have all the security I need. So I'm gonna put that together. But I shouldn't do it in LA though. I'm gonna just take my LA peoples with me for security and do it in another state, huh? It's too dangerous to do it in LA. Bro, it is so freaking hot. I'm about to crack this. He said I'm from NY. I was just in New York. I lived in New York for 2 years. He's hating because he doesn't do live interviews. That nigga, he don't do interviews at all. He just talk about gang members. Gang members don't speak to him. You gotta be good. Like you can't have no smut on your name to talk to gang members, because that's a code we go by. Once somebody is all bad, you're not supposed to be talking to them. That's how that go. So Milk, he can't talk to no gangbangers. That's why he just make videos about them. That's what I meant when I told him. I said, I talk to them, you talk about them. Because he's not good. He can't come to his hood. He can't talk to none of his homies. He said, do it in Denver. Milk from 7-4, he just ain't been. No, he's not from 7-4. They said he not from the hood no more, bro. I just talked to these Hoover people personally. They say he's not from Hoover no more, and they made him take that 7-4 out his name. That's why if you go look at his YouTube, it do not say Milk 7-4. It say Milk TV. He's not from Hoover. Ooh, I made it, y'all. Yeah, I made it. This don't look like the hood, huh? I know. Milk. Milk dirty ass. I want to charge my phone to drink this Gatorade, cause baby, dang, I look so sweaty. I'll take a shower in a minute. I was waiting for my homies to get on here. My homeboys. My homeboys. Milk from Canada. Keep make lips out your comments. What? Yeah, milk slow as fuck. Dang, I just perspired on my forehead. This shit like what? Oh, I need my chain. But yeah, I made it, y'all. They bang. Who, my homeboys? Bro, you are out of towner. Nobody listening to nothing you talking about. Thanks, Gary. Oh, let me plug this up. Yeah, y'all be talking all that stuff y'all don't be knowing nothing about. People would, people would like die to live like me. And I don't even be trying to brag on here, but don't ever put me in a hood. The heck? Y'all be seeing my views when I be on the rooftop and all that stuff. Every location that I got is the bomb. Whew. Now I just gotta cool off. But yeah, I'm gonna crack this Gatorade open. Du-du-du-du. What type of man says that? What type of man use the word T? Is your body T, baby? You need to go reevaluate your life. Reevaluate your life. He said Cali in the building. You're right, I'm from Cali. We've been in the building. But what's up though? But what's up though? Tie my hair down because I just sweated all this. Yeah, man. I had to get back at it because these new people, I guess they're acting like like I'm new here. Like they're acting like I didn't grow here. So, but not only that, like, it's a lot of things going on. Brooklyn, yeah, New York rocking with me. Heard that. Heard that. Heard that. Where's your side in Cali? I'm not really understanding what you're asking. Thank you, Trust. Yeah, I'm Southern Cali as well, South Central to be exact. The one that talk the most nonsense, don't got nothing, keep going. Keep going up, gorgeous, keep winning, period. Thank you, Nutella. Bruh, I'm just saying. I guess they need me to get back on my stuff so they can see exactly where the motion at. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey, he said you could probably beat me up in a fight and I'd be happy. I don't even Bro, I promise you I had to really like come out of a bag on my homegirl last night. Cause y'all know I don't live that life no more. I ain't lived that life in a long time. Right? But like certain things, it's not on you, it's in you. You feel me? Like certain things is just you. You feel me? And I'm still the same pressure case. I still got the same temper. I don't have the same temper. I still have a temper, but it's not the same temper as I used to have. Man, if you would have caught me a while ago, that temper, man, because I'm a pressure case. I'm still a pressure case, but I'm just not as bad as a pressure case I used to be. I used to say something to me or do something, and I used to feel like I have to show you that this ain't that. That's why my shit's called This Ain't That. I feel like I had to show you this ain't that because I don't want nobody ever going around thinking, that this is that, So that's how I used to be. And I'm still kind of like that now. It just take a little bit more for me to get there, right? So um one of my homegirls hit me up at like 4 in the morning. Hey, your turn, get up. Asking me, not even asking me, I feel like she was pressing me. And I'm unpressable, baby. You don't press nobody like me. You know what I'm saying? And the way she was asking, I was trying to be very like I wasn't trying to assume anything. I was just like, yeah, you sure? Like, okay. Like I was trying to read it really, really, I was trying to read the conversation, make sure I wasn't tripping. And when she let me know that I wasn't tripping, because I said, the last thing she said, I said, is this a prank? And she was like, no, loud and clear. And I'm like, and she said, no, clear as day. That's what she said. Bro, I had to let her know, like, bro, because her and somebody else, this isn't the first time somebody else tried to get at me weird from over there. And I had to tell them, like, look, bro, I don't know what y'all been thinking over there, but I'm the same G-Pack, feel me? This still Gangsta Pack on my soul. I said, ain't nothing changed. And I live in LA. Y'all know what that means when I say, and I live in LA. Like, so it's whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I said, like I said, with that being said, I don't know what y'all been thinking over there, but I'm the same G-Pack. Ain't nothing changed. And I said, so with that being said, ask that nigga, bro. I said, because I ain't never did well with no bitch fake pressing shit over here. And I left it like that. And baby bumped it down and was like, oh, how you get that from? And I didn't say nothing. They keep sending message after message at like 5 in the morning. I'm like, bro, I said what I said. It is what it is. Like, I don't know what, like, motherfucker want me to come outside. I don't know. I'm not coming outside. I'm grown today. I can't crash out. I got little kids I gotta take care of, you know? But the fact that people be trying to press you like that, it's crazy. Like, how the a motherfucker thought they could press me? I'm the most unpressable person. Thank you, beautiful. Can't press me. Is you cool? Can't press me. But anyways, they said, do I have tell that girl get off you? Uh what was I saying? Like this, Mama. I do have they asked me that I have upcoming planned interviews. Yes, I do. I do. My next one, already posted what the next one gonna be, and that one gonna be in person with Gumby. Gumby from Hoover. So yeah, that one gonna be tight. I think it's gonna be tight. But yeah. He said she cool, violent more, don't press her square. That's what I'm saying. They be thinking that y'all better check. The Moors was them niggas. It was them ones. The Moors was them ones. I don't know what the homies doing. Let me see. I got to what? What's Adams 5? Who, y'all never told me who was behind West Adams TV. Who is that? West Adams 5, I mean. Who is West Adams 5? Bro, it is so hot. You should interview Trigger Bird and Young Hawk. I'm not interviewing Young Hawk. I don't want him coming up here talking like that, how he was talking. I told Trigger Bird was talking, commenting on my stuff, on my content, and I told him, I said, all right, bro, like you could come through and you could come interview. He didn't say nothing. But I mean, bro, you might want to help you boost your channel that you're trying to build. He's only a chosen few at the table. You good if you ever hit the shy. Why would I miss a narcissist? Yeah, like be fucking for real. And that's another thing. They thought because I made that video saying that R&B never messed with Stan G, that I was taking up for Wack. It had nothing to do with Wack. So how am I taking up for Wack? Wack ain't being accused of messing with Stan G. So how I'm taking up for Wack? Y'all think that if a motherfucker not tearing somebody down in the way that you see that, you know what I'm saying? That, oh, y'all kumbaya. You don't know the method to my madness, bro. But to my chat, I'll explain it. So I don't know if y'all watched that whole thing between me and Wack from the beginning, right? But he had a lot of players involved with trying to diminish my character on the internet and attacking my kids and stuff like that. It was a lot of players involved. And Stan G was one of them. Stan G was one of the people that lied on my character for Wack. They ran plays on me, trying to make it look like they wasn't in cahoots. But Wack was telling Stan G to create certain stories on me to make me look weird, you know? So the fact that y'all saw me go as Stan, that was me going as Stan. And y'all didn't understand it because all y'all saw was Wack 100 and R&B. But nobody paid attention to the fact that Stan G, I hate Stan G. Everybody knows that. I don't like him. So that's that on that. I'm not taking up for no man. I would never take up for no man that did what he did to me and tried to pull my kids in the mix. Like, are you cool? I'm not siding with him. I'm not taking up for him. But I finally had a moment to publicly, expose Stan G for the weird mofo he is without actually giving him clout from me. He was already on No Jumper. So yeah, now I'm about to tell everybody who he is. What he said, my homie Baby Roscoe would probably be a good interview for you. He has the Triple R podcast, very informative. Well, set it up, bro. Like send me his links and talk to him. See if he'd be interested in doing my shit. Where I don't turn down content. And I love everybody that support and bring me content. So I appreciate you for that. He said Rack 100 can't come to Toronto. Rockstar posted the Stan G Clubhouse content he said he used to speak to him, but they never messed. Rockstar lying. By the time Rockstar came on Clubhouse, Stan G was not around. Rockstar is new to Clubhouse. He ain't been there that long. He was not there at that time. Rockstar, I got a picture of Rockstar. He looked crazy. Like he went live in his house. He looked like a downtown LA bum. I swear to God. No shade, no tea. He looked like a downtown LA bum. I was like, what the freak? No, I would never do No Jumper. I ain't gonna say never, because if the man did give me a chance to go up there and call him out on his bullshit? Yes, because I was supposed to be a host on No Jumper with Poetic Flacco before Wack got there, and Wack found out that Flacco extended that to me. What's up, Sherm? And he went over there, he cock blocked, and then he wound up on No Jumper. And he started talking about me on No Jumper. And then so I got on the phone with Adam personally, and I'm like, hey, like, let me come up there and tell my side. You let him go up there and say all that stuff he's saying. And he said, oh no, I'm not getting in dick and pussy. I'm like, what? But you let him pop it up there about me. So basically, Wack kept me off the platform. So Adam ever let me go up there to address him. So for me to let him know, like, bro, you're weird, I would do it. I wouldn't go up there telling no hood stories or nothing like that. Oh no, I wouldn't be no host on No Jumper. That would never work. I know they need me because the females they got up there is trash. They actually need me. I would never bless them with my talents. They had a chance. They chose Wack, and he ain't got no talent. That man ain't a good. He not a good podcaster or nothing. Right, Sherm. Let him know. Oh, guess who I got in contact with? You know what? Yeah, guess who I got in contact with recently? I don't even want to say it on here. I'm gonna leave it alone. But it's an old friend. What I'm gonna talk about when? Where? King Pill. What? Why y'all just drop King Pill in the chat? What that mean? I'm cooled off now. I feel better. He said, don't worry, I got the screenshots of the narcissist stalking your lives. Who? What narcissist? He said that nigga don't let nobody talk. He don't. You rock with King Pill. Here go the dude Beast. Oh, he was stalking my lives? I never knew that, champ. King Pill, I interview him. I think I'll do better than J Hood did. He said you could take Ben away spot on Wheel of Fortune. He liked me. How can he like me? He was talking crap to me in J Hood Live. Remember, champ? No, shut your baby up. God dang. Take her in the house. But anyways, remember, champ? He was talking crazy to me on J Hood Live. Yeah, see, you remember. So like J Hood was live and he was like, he's like, hold on, I'm gonna bring Mika up because she got X, Y, and Z, da da da. And he gonna say, and I told J Hood, I said, J Hood, your homies already said you ain't gotta address this no more. He gonna say, what he said, he gonna say, tell Mika to mind her business. He didn't say nothing disrespectful or nothing like that, but don't tell me to mind my business. How he like me? Bro, he making this little girl cry, bro. Yeah, go home. What the fuck is this nigga Beast talking about? Who? Never mind. Yeah, bro. And that's another thing. Remember Wack was saying, oh, I can't go to my hood. Bro, I just have my homies on my live. What are you talking about? My homie said nothing but good things. Nobody has ever even came out and said anything like that. So y'all, I hate y'all internet trolls. Y'all just run with anything y'all hear on the internet. Y'all weird. And to be honest, you talking about I was going from state to state. Yeah, I was going from state to state. I was running. I was really running. But why was I running? Oh, because Black 100 was following me every state that I went to. Let's talk about that. Talk about that. If y'all want to talk about something. Bro. Bro, take the little girl in the house. But anyway, so yeah. Don't know why Whack hating on you, but that's crazy work. Yeah, it is. Bro, these people, I can't even say what I want to say because I'm online. But anyways, bro, that's one of the neighbors in the pool. Like, if the baby crying, take the baby in the house. That is annoying. Loud like that. Yes, the neighbor. Um, he don't want to talk. He wants some dog food. Well, he's nodding at. But why you say King Pill like me? Where you get that from, Brandon? Yeah, I really didn't try today. I just threw a black shirt on and called it a day. I got on some gray shorts and some fours. I ain't even try. I look like a little tomboy outside. He said he the dope fiend. I love King Pill. Are y'all cool? I guess. That's a narrative y'all about to run with. I love King Pill. I ain't never listened to none of his music. I don't like I don't really like that one song. He be like, making my way downtown. What he said, walking fat, wait, making my way downtown from the beach, your ass. If your homies jump in my pistol blast. I only saw that on the reel a bunch of times because it went crazy. But I do not like King Bill. I mean, yeah, I don't really like that song. Maybe I need to listen to the song Depression then. King Pill definitely sniffing blue 30s before that last cam kept on. He kept playing with his nose. Damn. He said, nah, his music kind of high, can't front. I just don't like that one song. That's the only song I heard. You got him on your playlist, stop lying, boy. You're crazy. You wouldn't even guess what was on my playlist. Who the fuck is Skilo? Yeah, I like sneakers. I'm a sneakerhead, but I rock heels too. I do both. That's why I gotta make sure I got a tall man. I want my man like, how tall is J Hood? I think J Hood like 5'11". That's the shortest I go is 5'11". You gotta be 5'11" and up. His song Slide is decent. But how do Brandon know? I'm still curious. Brandon, how do you know that he liked me? I'm curious to know. Was he talking about me? Because he came to my page and he was liking my stuff on Instagram. I did see that. Where I'm from LA. That's how y'all get at girls. I like you. What's up? So you get at women. Bro, you're weird. Anyways, I don't like niggas with no money. Let's start there. That's just a preference of mine. I like dudes that buy me nice things and treat me like a lady. Nice gestures. He said, damn, I'm only 5'6". I'm 5'6". We can't be the same height. Nah, Clubhouse is dead, gangland. No, I'm not a gangster. He said King Pill has millions, bro. You're funny. It sounds like you want King Pill, not me. East New York in the building. Y'all didn't know that's Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? That's how it should be. Is buy each other nice stuff. Huh. Yeah. Talking about your grown man ass counting that man pockets. King Pill got millions. All right now. He said, where is you? Where is you? I'm at home, gang. It's hard out here for us 9 to 5. Man, sheesh. Why is it hard for a 9 to 5 man? A 9 to 5 man could treat a woman just as nice as any other man. I don't understand why y'all think that. Like, what? It's just that 9 to 5 man be stingy. Y'all don't like, some of y'all, not all, but some of y'all don't like, treating women like women. Y'all treat women like a business partner, like somebody to add to your plate as far as y'all look for women to, be like, oh yeah, help me with the bills. Not you, but most 9 to 5 men look for women to help with bills. I like men that do nice things. That's not stingy. You don't got to be a rich man. I'm a woman. I like nice gestures. My daddy brought me flowers when he brought my mama flowers. That's the type of shit I'm used to, you know, when I was little. So a lot of y'all don't like to run into women that have fathers in their lives. Look over, you know how. That's crazy. I don't want no business partner for no husband. Y'all crazy. I want a husband. I want my husband to treat me like his wife, or I want my man to treat me like his woman. Not no business partner. Y'all crazy as hell. That's y'all problem. A lot of y'all men be in survival mode, and y'all look for a woman to help you survive. If you still trying to survive and you not actually living, you ain't got no reason even looking for a woman. No reason even looking for a woman. Period, retired Joe. Go get it. You gotta go get your teeth and then go drink some water. It's getting too hot. Go get your teeth and drink some water, Papa. Come on, go get your teeth over there. Go on. That's cool. Your wife she became your team. When you was courting her, were you looking for her to be your teammate, or were you looking for a partner, like a life partner? And then y'all built something together. That's usually how it works. But don't come looking for me, courting me because you need help to pay bills. Because you in survival mode. Don't come to me like that. Come to me already together, and then then I'm gonna come for what I got, and we gonna build together from there. You know what I'm saying? These dudes come looking for help. I'm not your help. I'm not looking for help. So don't come looking over here for help. Yeah, we're gonna build together. Don't look for me. Don't come looking at me for help though. Don't be like, ooh, she got a nice job, and I got a job. We'll have a good life. No, don't do that. Come deal with me because you like me as a woman. And as you court me, understand that I am a woman and I like nice gestures. I like to be treated delicately, like I can break. I like being treated fragile. So therefore, open my door. If I stub my toe, say, baby, are you all right? Let me get the first aid kit. Care about my feelings, check on me, that type of stuff. Buy me flowers, buy me edible arrangements, perfume just because, plan dates for me. I like that type of stuff. Don't do that. Don't come over here looking for a coworker. We're not doing that. I don't want that. He said the average man makes 50K. So you don't know how that's gonna work. Go get your teeth out. I want you guys to drink some water. Go get your guys' teeth out and bring out your grandma right here. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave that alone. I don't like Lululemon. Those are exercise outfits that women, for some reason, decided to, like people in the urban community, for some reason, decided to make those outside clothes. Like how they used to put on lingerie and wear it outside like it was outfit. People are dumb. Right, Mr. Hill. I don't, but you putting it in my chat like I like that. I don't like that shit. All that Dior YSL stuff is cool, but that's not needed either. I don't need that to make me. If y'all notice, I have that stuff and I don't wear it because I've been there, done that. That I don't care for that either. Now, when it comes to fragrances, yeah, that's when those names matter. When you buy me perfume, those names matter. Give me. I don't really rock with Chanel that like that. I don't really like Chanel like that, but I like YSL for women. I like Dior. Dior kind of smell granny-ish though, but my favorite is Givenchy Irresistible. Uh, Versace Noir. Love that one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like fragrances with those names. I'm not doing no 50-50, 80-30, none of that. I'm not doing none of that. A man ain't got no business coming to me if he need me to do any percent of his responsibilities. Y'all crazy. My grandpa didn't show me that. My daddy didn't show me that. Nothing. My daddy paid his whole mortgage and all the bills with his wife. No, no, no. If a man need help with his responsibilities, he has no business coming over here trying to deal with me. What up, Day Day? If a man gets with you, then you should be his number one in his life. That is a fact. That's an absolute fact. This nigga right here, that's not how God created it. 50-50. No, it's not. A woman has her place and a man has his. Thanks, AP. He said he likes my perspective and realness. And just because I said I'm not, I'm not going um, help a man with his responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Just because I said I'm not gonna help a man with his responsibilities, don't mean I'm coming broke. That's not what I'm saying. It don't mean I'm not coming with my own anything. I always have my own because if I'm single, I'm paying my own rent, paying my own car note, insurance, health care, all that. That's coming out of my pocket. My everyday lifestyle, my habits, whatever, my fun. That's all coming out of my pocket. So when he meets me, my lifestyle's already taken care of. So when he comes to me, any man that come to me has to show me he has to take something off my load because when we meet, I'm gonna take something off his load. Once we get serious, should I say? Once we get serious and we move in, things like that, get married, whatever. I'm taking something off his plate. He should be taking something off my plate. You feel me? So therefore, he should be taking my financial responsibilities, meaning he's not gonna move into my home. I'm gonna move into a home with him, right? He's the head of that household. He's going to continue to take care of his responsibilities, the bills and stuff like that. And I'm going to so that's taking my load off me, right? And the load I'm taking off of him is as a single man, he had to cook his food, clean up. He had to handle his own mental by himself. He had to, run his own bath water. He had to, keep his stuff organized himself. So when I come into the fold, that's the stuff I'm taking from him. You feel me? Now I'm keeping the household up. I'm keeping up on the bills, making sure, okay, we got this coming up, that coming up. I'm keeping his mental together when he come off the streets and come into the household. You know what I'm saying? All stuff like that. That's the 50-50. Y'all think 50-50 is a woman coming giving money. That's what 50-50 mean. My 50 is that. I'm taking that off his load. His 50 is taking the provider part of my load. Now I don't have to provide for myself. I now have a provider. And my 50 is I'm going to home make and take care of the home. He no longer has to do that because he's not single anymore. That's 50-50. That's crazy how niggas be out here looking for women to take care of them or take some of their responsibilities. As a woman, when I come into your life, I'm not asking you to take none of my responsibilities, to take nothing off my responsibilities is the home. I gotta take care. I gotta have your babies. I have to take care of your babies, teach your babies, raise your babies, and also have to take care of you in the entire household. That's a job in itself. That's my 50. You know what I'm saying? That's my 50. So I'm not asking you to take care of none of that. That's my role. But if you ask me to pay 50-50 financially with you, essentially I'm doing more than you. That's not even 50-50. Because now you doing 50 on the financial side. Now I'm doing 50 on the financial side. Plus I'm taking care of the house. Plus I'm having your babies. Plus I'm taking care of your kids. I still gotta take care of your mental. You know what I'm saying? And take care of you. It's not 50-50. Even if you don't have no kids, it's not 50-50 if I'm going 50 financial with you and I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to do, taking care of your mental, taking care of you, period, taking care of the household. That's not 50-50. That's not 50-50. I'm essentially doing more than you because I'm doing half your job plus my job. Your job is to provide. Period, AP. I don't know what they talking about. Y'all crazy. I guess y'all weren't raised by real men. What's up, Vicky? No, my math is actually mathing. You just a beta male. Beta males ask for 50% financial because y'all don't want to y'all can't take the pressure. Y'all can't take the responsibility because y'all been raised soft. Y'all been raised thinking that a woman got to take care of you in that way. Y'all been raised to look for a mama. I'm not your mama. I could be your wife. I can't be your mama. AP definitely probably could keep a lady. He probably, just from how you talking, I'm not sure, but how you talking, he got the right mind state. Hey, Tramp. I said Tramp, my bad. Champ. You see I lost weight? Yeah. Proud of myself. I told y'all when I got to LA, I was gonna drop it. Your mom must be a beautiful woman. Yeah, I told you I was gonna drop it, gang. That New York depression. As soon as I got to LA, they start shedding. He said, you basically want to be another Bill. What do you think a woman is? You have to take care of her. You know, in Africa, cows equal money because in Africa, that's how they make money, is with their cows. So in Africa, in the tribes, if you didn't have cows, you could not have sex with a woman. You could not have a woman. If you don't own any cows, you can't have a woman because if you can't provide for a woman, you have no business having a woman. That's not an analogy. That's a fact in Africa. That's how they do. You have no business looking for a woman if you don't have the means to take care of her. Only in America y'all think like this, and it's sad. Thank you, Akaza.
Only in America. Y'all make women feel bad for saying that they don't want to get with a man that can't provide. That's your job to provide. Our job is to bear you children. You're supposed to provide and protect. I'm supposed to bear you children and raise your children and take care of your home and your stuff. It don't matter if we're not in Africa. That's why I said only in America are beta males accepted. That you are a beta male looking for a woman to help you financially. You are a beta male, and that's the man I don't look for. You will never make me feel bad for making sure I end up with a man. No, you do not provide for each other. You're crazy. A man is supposed to provide. Are you dumb? Are you slow? No, we didn't want to be independent. That was a white woman's fight in the like 50, in the 30s or whatever the heck, Vietnam or whatever. White women wanted to be equal and have rights like their husbands. Black women did not push that. We were fine doing what we were doing. That's why the what do you call it? The postmark for that was that white woman that was with the strong thing. They wanted to be equal to men. Black women didn't want that. Nowadays, black women got behind that because all these independent black women, I don't need a man for nothing, hard women. Now they exist. But initially that movement didn't belong to us. That was not our shit. The cow is not for the exchange, dum dum. Bro, here we go again. No, you don't get it. I need you to go, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with you. Marriage isn't definitely 50-50 facts. I don't know what they talking about. It's 50-50, but it's not 50-50 financially. They think 50-50 mean a woman is supposed to come help them financially. That's not what 50-50 mean. A woman is supposed to take, when you're single, you have 100% all responsibility to yourself. When you're single, as a man, that means you are financially providing for yourself. You're mentally taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your household, you doing your own laundry, you cooking for yourself, you doing all of that. But when a woman comes into play, she's gonna take 50% of that from you. And the 50 that she takes from you is she's going to keep you organized, she's going to keep you handle your stress levels, she's going to clean for you, do your laundry, make sure your bills stay paid and organized. Shit, y'all weird. That's the 50 that a woman does. That's the 50 that a woman does. And I was telling them, Rome, if a woman does 50-50 financially, then it's going to be unbalanced because she's essentially taking 50% of your responsibility off of you. But she's still going to have to cook, clean, take care of you emotionally. She's going to have to raise your children, bear your children. That's way more than 50-50. She's doing more than 50%. I don't get that. Facts. Bro, you coming here speaking on my nigga for what? You are a YouTube audience member. Speak on some shit you know about. Yeah, that's why your name, you're really lost in Arizona with your lost ass. Keep your ass in Arizona before I get your ass up out of here. He said a man is supposed to make the house and a woman is supposed to make the house a home. Facts. So he provides the home and she keeps the home up. That's what that means. He provides and she takes care of him in it. So therefore, he don't have to worry about nothing in the house. He go outside, he do exactly what he want to do. He go, he protect, he make money, he do whatever he do. That man should not have to worry about any of the ongoings in that house until one of the children need to be reprimanded. He shouldn't have to worry about nothing else. Everything else should be in order and intact. because that's the woman is supposed to do that. You said Lord help her, but it's a bunch of alpha males in this chat that's telling you you a beta male, bro. You are a beta male. You are a beta male, and you don't even deserve a woman because you looking for a woman to come help you with your responsibilities. You don't need no woman. He said that wife should not have to work. She shouldn't have to work. Yes, if she want to work, she could work, but she shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be something like y'all can't sustain a life because she ain't going to work. It should never be like that because you shouldn't even be stepping to her if you couldn't sustain a life without her working. Right, that's crazy. Could we normalize men being men to women? What's wrong with taking care of a woman? A woman should be on the highest pedestal. You should do whatever it takes to make your woman happy and stress free and provide for her facts. He said, "You're right. But how many women are domesticated these days to know how to hold a house down while her man is at work to provide?" See, and that's the thing. Some of us are domesticated like that, right? So you look for those ones. And if you don't find one, your job is to make sure your daughter is that one. That's how you fix it. Raise your kids. I raise my babies like that. My daughter knows a woman's place and a man's place. She knows how to respect the man, all men, not just her man. She respects her brothers like a man, her little brothers. She respects them as men because that's what they are. I'm raising men and women. She respects them. If her little brothers say, no, we're not going over there, it's not cool. She has to listen because that's the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm correcting it on my end. You know what I'm saying? I'm my babies, when I get flowers, they get flowers. When they get, you know what I'm saying? So the man that deal with me shows my daughter she's supposed to be treated too. So when you treat your daughter the way she's supposed to be treated, that's you teaching her her place. You're teaching her a woman's place. You're teaching her to be soft. You're teaching her to, you know what I'm saying, to be in her place. What a man's supposed to do. And a submissive woman, just the definition of a submissive woman is a grateful woman. If you didn't know that, the definition of a submissive woman is a grateful woman, right? So therefore, y'all want women to come submit to y'all and be domesticated and all this stuff, but you're not giving her a reason to submit. A woman will submit when she's grateful. So therefore, if you provide in all ways, meaning financially, you take care her mental, you take care her emotions and her heart, that woman will show gratitude and she will make sure she'll take them shoes off at the door. Bath water ran. You provide a nice life for her, and she ain't got to worry about nothing, and her kids is in a good neighborhood doing good. Bro, that woman's gonna take care of you. That's what a submissive woman is. A submissive woman is a grateful woman, is an appreciative woman. I'm a submissive woman. I just don't submit to everybody. There's nothing wrong with being submissive. That's a woman's nature to be submissive. You're supposed to be submissive. That's in your nature. But listen, that's the problem. See, women that hear submissive, when they hear submissive, they hear dominate. They hear that a man is dominating them. That's just like how a man has an issue has an issue. He's a beta male because he don't understand his role as a man, right? A woman, that's a woman's lack of a father. I feel she was not shown a woman's place by her father. Her father's supposed to show her submit how she's supposed to teach her how she's supposed to submit. Like I said, by treating her like a woman when she's a child, then she knows how to be a woman. She knows how to be soft. She knows how to respect men because she has brothers or uncles, and she's taught to respect men because they're men, not because they're her man. You know what I'm saying? So a woman that hears submissiveness and she thinks that means dominance, a man dominating her, that's a misguided woman. You know what I'm saying? Just because you submit to a man don't mean he dominating you. A woman gonna submit to a man without him even trying to make her. That's why I just said all he got to do is play his role, and a woman will submit. That's not It's not him dominating her. If a man just be a man to a woman will willingly submit to him. A real woman has nothing to do with control at all. That's why I said the definition of a submissive woman is a grateful woman. It's an appreciative woman. That's the definition of a submissive woman. No. See, when I'm talking to the men, it's all cool. When I'm telling them what they need to correct, it's cool. So when you start getting on these women and telling these women where they fuck up or where they lack at, it's now I'm talking in circles. All right now. Nah, nah, nah. You don't have to control your wife. Your wife is going to willingly submit. A woman willingly submits to a man that is a real man. Just telling you. I don't mind submitting to my man if he a man. Like I said, there's it's a reward to a man having, being good to a woman. You know what I'm saying? And he who finds a good woman, taking you there, finds a good thing. You find a good woman, she knows her role, she know her place, she know how this go. But look, she said you probably need a man for validation, right? So now you're gonna take shots at me because nobody taught you how to be a woman to a man. Baby, I don't need a man for validation. I'm good. I'm good. And that's why I can comfortably submit to a real man. I can comfortably submit to a man because I know myself and I know I'm validated already. So I can comfortably submit to a man without feeling insecure about submitting to a man. I have no problem submitting to a man because I'm not insecure. I don't feel like a man is controlling me because I submit to him because I'm not insecure. Get away from the pool. You don't have your life vest on. Baby, I don't need a man to take care of me, gang. That's the difference. You sound dumb. Now I need him. Look, now she don't agree with me at all. Now she talking about I need a man to take care of me, girl. I This life that I provide for myself. You see the neighborhood I live in. I showed y'all, right? Very, very nice neighborhood. Very nice neighborhood. My front yard is the lake. I provide this on my own, by myself. And I've been providing this lifestyle for myself for years. I was a single mom for a long time because I didn't understand what it was to be a real woman, to a man, or I didn't know how to identify a real man either, right? So I fucked up in the beginning. I had babies by beta males. Yeah. So I had babies by beta males. So I've been a single mom for a minute and I provide nice lifestyle for me and my children on my own. Now, while I was being a single mom and providing this nice lifestyle for my children on my own, I did some work on myself because I want to be a wife, which is why I've been proposed to twice. One I called off and another one the dude called off, right? I don't I did some work on myself because I want to be a wife, and now I understand where a woman's place is, I'm comfortable with myself. I'm validated by myself. So now I'm a whole person. So when a man steps to me, if he exudes the qualities that I feel a man should, I can comfortably submit to him without feeling like he's controlling me. A woman that feels like a man is controlling her, that's a woman that don't know how to take direction. She can't be led. She needs to be a man herself. That's what that is. That's what that is. A woman that feels controlled when she hears submit to a man is a woman that doesn't need a man because she is a man. She doesn't know how to be led. She won't listen. She is a man herself. She can play both roles herself. On my soul. You hear me, Vicky? They crazy in this chat. They crazy in this chat. Am I attracted to thugs or civilian? I'm attracted to men. He said third time is a charm. No, me, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good with this one. She's telling us what she's attracted to. So a woman being a leader is a man now. How can you lead a man? Like if you are a woman could be a leader. That's a fact she can. But in a relationship, and I believe that sometimes a man allow his woman to take the lead. I do believe that. However, it doesn't look the way you would think it looks when a woman takes the lead. A woman subtly takes the lead without even showing that she's leading. A woman takes the lead, and this is the essence of a woman. If you didn't know, a woman takes the lead silently and gently. She leads her man mentally. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's passive. He says a lot of passive. No, when a woman leads her man, like a woman don't be like, look, this what we doing, and this the plan, and this what we spending, and we about to live over here, and this what we about to do for the next 4 months. No, that's not how a woman leads. How a woman leads is when a man comes to his wife, right? And she could tell her man thinking about something. She could tell her man going through something. She come and she rub his head, might massage him. You know what I'm saying? Give him back massage. And she like, baby, what's wrong? You got something on your brain? He like, yes, this or that. And, I was thinking this was going on at work. Or, I was looking at these bills and this is what I was talking about, da 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 da, right? And then the woman, she subtly gives, I think you should do da 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 and da 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 da. That's a woman taking lead. That's a woman in the leadership spot right there. When the man sits back and asks his woman, woo woo woo. Or even if he don't ask, she's like, babe, I think you should da 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 da. It's a way a woman leads. But you don't know that because you're a woman that don't need a man. And why y'all keep worried about somebody in prison? Like y'all crazy. He said I had to check my wife quick when she did that. I told her, you don't tell me anything now. Now we can discuss it. Facts. That's a fact. See, a woman has to know how to be a woman. Like a real woman that is comfortable in her essence of being a woman. A real woman gonna run that whole relationship. A real woman really runs the relationship, but the man never notices it because she does it subtly. She does it quietly. You get what I'm saying? What's up, 40 Boom? But these women nowadays are so loud, and like when it comes to a relationship, like I'm gonna talk how I talk on here because I get with y'all. We chilling, we just chilling. But when I'm in a relationship, I'm a totally different person. She said you won't. She said she want one, but she don't need one. You want one, but you're never gonna keep one with that mentality. That's the problem. You want one, but you're not gonna keep one, baby. You're not. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Any woman could get a man. Any woman could get a man. You got a coochie. You got a pussy. You can get a man. It's not hard. It's not hard to get a man. What's hard is how to keep one. And you do not possess the tools, and you got a closed mind frame and don't even want to learn because you probably didn't have a submissive woman as an example to show you what submission was. That's why you feel offended when you hear the word submit. I didn't either though, baby. I didn't either. So don't take it like I'm trying to talk down on you or whatever, because I didn't have that either. I had to learn that as an adult because I wanted that. I saw my grandma being a good woman to my granddad. You feel me? Both my grandmas. But in like real time, I didn't really have that. Like I didn't see my mama doing that. I didn't see my dad doing that with a wife or nothing like that. So as a grown woman, I had to, I want to be a wife. So I had to learn that as a grown woman. And I teach it to my daughters because I don't want them to be like speaking like you in the chat when they get older, talking about they don't want to submit. Like submission is control. I don't want them to think that. I want my babies to understand what it is to be a woman and to love that. That's why a lot of men don't want to take care of women no more. If you noticed, a lot of men don't want to play their role no more because women ain't even playing theirs. Who wanna go provide and take care of a loudmouth woman that thinks she a nigga? Who wants that? Who wants that? Who wants to put on a pedestal a woman that thinks she could talk and do just the same thing that he can? How? How? Dog, she said, dog submit. Bro, see, that's your problem. You worried about, what you call that? You worried about how things sound to you. You worried about how it sound. The word semantics. You worried about word semantics. Dog submit. Huh? Everything submits to something. You submit to God, do you not? Do you not? A man submit. A man is supposed to submit to God. Man submits to God. He bring God to the woman. The woman takes the teachings of God to the children, and she raised the children. It's a divine order of things. Y'all no, y'all sound dumb. You need to educate yourselves, or y'all children gonna be out here teaching, sounding like y'all, treating our sons and daughters crazy they were because they were raised in a unbalanced household. Yeah, y'all better do better and teach y'all kids better before they get out here in the dating pool with mine, bringing all that misguided behavior to mines. Because my sons will provide, but they're gonna provide to women. A woman that is a woman, a soft, nice, elegant woman. Right, J1. That's you didn't just hear what I just said. You didn't just hear what I just said. I said I was a single mom. Remember? I told you because I, just like you, it sounds like didn't have good representation of how a woman was supposed to be treated, how a man is supposed to treat a woman, and how to be a woman, right? I didn't have that. So early on, I chose beta males because I didn't know how I was supposed to be treated as a woman. I didn't know how a man was supposed to, approach and his responsibilities and things like that. So yeah, I had babies by beta males. I told you that. I said, so therefore, I was a single mom. You said I needed a nigga to take care of me. And I told you no, because I was misguided young. I was a single mom and I have been providing this really nice life for me and my kids by myself because I was a single mom. I told you that. It's nothing wrong being a single mom. But I also said, while I've been a single mom, I decided to do work on myself, right? And understand what a woman is and how a woman is supposed to be a woman to a man and a woman's place and what it is to be submissive and what it is for a man to guide me. I learned that. And then I taught it to my children. That's what I told you, right? So I taught that to my children. I teach my daughters to be women and to treat men like men. And I treat my sons to be men and to treat women like women. So now, again, when my kids go out into the dating pool, I would prefer and appreciate if you taught your children the correct way. Because when they get into the dating pool with mine, I don't need them bringing those messed up, misguided habits from an unbalanced household because mine's coming correct. You know what I'm saying? Women are not equal to a man at all. Women are not equal to a man. Nah, I didn't go to NY. It's summer still here though. But no, I didn't go to NY because I had to handle real life stuff. So I didn't make it. Girl, you didn't clock me. You sound silly in here. I probably didn't read it. She said, so I'ma pick me. No, girl, it is my job to get my children ready for the real world. That is my job as a mother. So I'm supposed to teach my children. I'm supposed to teach my daughter to be a wife. If you ain't teaching your daughter to be a wife, what you teaching her to be a single mom? If you ain't teaching your daughter to be a wife, are you teaching her to be a man? What are you teaching her if you're not teaching her to be a wife? That is your job. It's not a pick me. You're getting her ready for the world. Like, y'all sound so dumb. You thought you clocked that and you didn't. You sound crazy. Sound crazy as hell. Right. That's common sense. How do you know so much? You the truth. Can you tell me that Adam and Eve story again? Huh? He said, Toots, nah, nah, nah. You stand on your logic now. Ain't no mistakes. Ah, yeah, that's crazy. She was all fine when I was getting on the men, and I was telling the men they was beta males for not taking care, for not wanting to take care of a woman. But now I'm a pick me because I'm telling her a woman's place. He said, you have some people in the world that is still lost to what you saying. They can't comprehend to understand facts. Facts. People definitely hate truth. That's a fact. He's sad. But yeah. All right, champ. And she tried to come for me in many ways. It didn't work. But hey, gotta let people do what they do. Facts. Cause the only way how I contribute to the world and try to make things different is making sure I raise my babies the right way. So when they the come into the world, you know what I'm saying? That's my way of making the world better. Making sure mine's is different. Babe, you didn't get to me. I didn't get angry not once. I just kept educating you. If you've been on my channel, you know when I'm angry, or you know when somebody done got to me. People in the chat that know me. Did I get out of character once? Did I raise my voice? Y'all think she got to me? Or did I just keep educating her? You started, you did, bro. You started, never mind. It don't even matter. I definitely kept educating you. Definitely educating you on how to be a woman to a man. Because I feel like it. Boy, I didn't time you out. I have moderators, stupid. They timed you out. I probably didn't even read. This is my first time even reading your comment in my chat. My moderators do their job. You ain't got to me, bruh. I didn't even talk to you. I didn't say you wasn't a woman, bro. Y'all need to take communication classes. I never said you wasn't a woman. I said I was educating you on how to be a woman to a man. I didn't say you wasn't a woman. I'm sure you're probably a great woman, you know, probably provide for yourself and all the stuff. I said I was educated. Every woman don't know how to be a woman to a man, though. That's what I was saying. I didn't mute you, Toots. I promise you. The people muted you. And I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to the other dude that said that I muted him. He got to me. Boy, I ain't never even been talking to you. Thanks, Big Rome. She said I never got muted, my bad. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Nah. I just get on here to talk a little mess today. Wherever the conversation goes, cool. It's Sunday. Dang, it's only 11:58. It's barely about to be 12. Hey, Cheech, period. He said, peace to the original woman, the black woman. Peace to Mother Earth. Love you, Meek. Love you too. True, period. Bro, I dropped my chain. I thought my phone was gonna charge. It's definitely not charging right here. I don't know why. This thing not putting out enough energy, I guess, because it's not charging. It's keeping my shit on, but it ain't charging. It's 2:58 in Brooklyn. Damn, I miss New York. I ain't gonna lie. Especially New York summer. I miss New York. But it's only 12:59, bro. It's early as hell. Yep, this LA. Okay, so how do y'all feel, right? With so it's this girl that she trying to steal my whole style on YouTube, right? Stole my whole everything. She jacked my whole swag, my content, all that. And she white. But guess who put her up to it? Some black men. Mind you, my content is about black culture in LA, right? I ain't gonna say black culture, but black gang culture in LA, right? And she a white woman and these black men. She a white woman that's from New York, and these black men from LA, not even men that's outside, they put her up on this platform and basically like dressed her up as exactly me, but she's white with big ass titties, big fake titties. And when the fake titties didn't work, she took my tomboy approach and put on a hat. So she literally copied me 1,000%. So like, how do y'all feel knowing? And I'm a black woman. I'm creating my own content from the beginning. What's up, 050? I'm a black woman, creating my own content from the mud. You feel me? This is me. This is actually me. This my character is me, like my real person, right? And I'm making my money. I'm the only woman in my algorithm. And then you got these black men put this white woman that's not even from our community. She way from New York. And you put this white woman in and dress her up as me. Like, how do y'all like how do y'all see that? How do y'all see that? Cause like I feel like them niggas is foul. Y'all black dudes from my city, y'all watch what I was doing and you mimicked me, put it on a white woman, and trying to copy what I do. Thank you, Jay Barber. You feel me? Like how what do you say? Who care where she from? She's not original and is weak. That's today's algorithm. Yeah, bro, but I'm asking for feedback. I don't know, probably two. Yeah, cause like that shit, it irked me today because somebody came to my platform and was like, "Oh, you stole whoop de whoop whole ism," and I'm like, I didn't like that. It didn't sit well with me because honestly, bro, she stole my ism, literally, stole my whole get down. And so for somebody to, and I've been doing this for a minute, so for somebody to come to me and say I stole her ism, it's a slap in the face when I'm the blueprint. Literally, I'm the fucking blueprint. So how dare motherfucker come say that to me? He said I kept wondering how she got plugged in with all the Cali interviews. I knew something was off. Yeah, but she only she interviewing dudes in prison. But it's like, okay, that's cool. But like y'all copying me, bro. And y'all, yeah, and you put a white woman right there. And it wouldn't have been no problem with it. But like, why did you dress her up like me? Bitch put a hat on, all the shit. I'm like, all right. But these is people from my city doing this to me. Then they gonna say, well, we asked some black sisters to do it and they didn't want to help us. It ain't even about it being black. Don't mimic me. Put whoever you want up there, but don't mimic me. Like, why would you want to come step on my toes as a black man from my community? Why would you want to come step on my toes like that? You're mimicking me. You could have left her with her with her hair curled and her titties out. Why you trying to mimic me though? I don't know, that shit weird to me. Right. Everybody know I'm known for the hat. Y'all notice I ain't really be wearing hats. Cause like Bitch, stop copying me. It's weird. And how you interviewing everybody from LA? Interview some New York niggas. But it's because they trying to say the platform belonged to a nigga from Bonnie Hunters in jail, and he got her as the host. Nigga, you could have got any one of them Bonnie Hunter girls or anybody else to do that. Boy, tell your mama to stop doing that, dummy. Right, her OnlyFans wasn't hitting, so she had to try something different. Bro, her numbers ain't even there though. Her numbers is bullshit, is whack. That's why I'm not saying her name or giving it no real like, you feel me? Because her numbers is boo boo. Boo boo. And this nigga talking about, oh yeah, I saw your other videos. Nigga, on my other videos, I'm dressed, my hair is done, I got makeup on, or some shit going on. Like, I'm cute. I tried. Nigga, it's Sunday. I just walked the country mile in the hot sun, bro. Stop coming in here trying to judge women, bro. If I go get dressed right now and get my shit together on my soul, bro. The fuck? He said it was discounted, still wasn't hitting it. What is you talking about? No, I ain't what? I didn't walk a country mile. I'm not relaxing. You're saying I'm dressed right now? You're saying I tried? I ain't even do my edges. Baby, a bitch can't, that's how you know when a bitch really look good. When she come on this motherfucker and don't try and still look good. Baby, is you cool? Now, if I actually go try, like I did on those videos that you're referring to, then what? With your dumb ass. Mm-mm-mm. But anyways, what was you saying? Thank you, point of view. My Mexican in the chat. It's lip gloss. Do you see it? It's a glare. You see how it moves? It's lip gloss. It's a glare. Y'all stupid. Dummies. Thanks, Bill. Bro, y'all stupid as hell. Anyways. Thank you, MTV. I try to keep the natural look going. Oh, shoot, it's a spider. My lip combo. I don't really have a combo, I swear. I just do a little bit of liner and then I put my lip gloss on. But I used to do a combo though. Like on my old videos, I used to do a combo. It was like a brown lip liner, and then I had like this like nude lipstick from Sephora, and I used to like do the inner parts, and then I put the lip gloss on top. I'll show you that one. That's my favorite. But this one is like my natural, just you know, my lips to stand out, so I just line a little bit, not too dark, not too much, and just put lip gloss. But my other one, that's my favorite look. Like on my Instagram, my profile pic, that's my favorite lip combo. I'll show it. Thank you. I'll show it to you on a later video. Yeah. When I was in New York, yeah, I made sure my lip combos was together. That's because I had my laptop and I was really presenting my content how I wanted to present it. Now I'm in LA, I just be on my phone and I just do what I can for now. See, I didn't even do my edges. I promise. This is my natural. This how they naturally lay. I didn't even do them today. I really didn't even try. It was too hot to try. I knew I was gonna be walking down the street looking for my chain. So why would I try? Yep, I'm in LA. He said I need you back in NY, please. I was gonna go. I would love to go visit. But who would I visit? Who would I visit in New York? Yeah, I'm originally from South Central. Born and raised. Born and raised. '54 from Crenshaw. Yeah. I was born and raised on 45th between Normandy and Western. Literally between Normandy and Western. I was born and raised. And when I say born, I literally mean born because my grandma was a midwife and she gave birth to me at home on 45th. Like she delivered me, should I say? Not gave birth to me. She delivered me. She said, "You want me back." I'm subbing now. uh, he said, "Ain't you from Athens?" No, why you thought I was from Athens? The homie's from Athens. I'd rather go to sleep. Okay, bye. 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 I should put my legs in the pool, but I don't want to get a tan. I hate tanning, y'all. She said, I like how you handled our discussion. You kept it classy. Yeah, good looking. She said, so I have respect. Period. I feel like people be losing their cool when they not confident in their argument. You know what I'm saying? Or they put they standpoint on in the debate. They feel like they gotta do the extra theatrics to get their point across. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I do that. I get so passionate, or I'm like da da da. Da. But honestly, that's why I know what it is, because it's like when you're not 100% confident in what you're saying, you try to, but no, and get all like that. So yeah, on the real. He said, but bounty hunters? What you mean? What about bounty hunting? Said, "Mm, I'm not from bounty hunters." Bro, niggas is crazy. I can't believe that happened to me. He said, I just know you a blood. I wish I had a real woman like you, love. Period. Y'all down move for real in these comments. But yeah, so I can't believe that happened to me. Like this girl really tried to check me about her nigga. And she was like, well, you're not telling me nothing. You're not telling me if you mess with him or not. Because it's not my job to ease no bitch mind. That's your nigga job. Now go ask him and leave me alone. No, it's crazy. She said, oh, you're not sending like I've never had somebody try to press me over a nigga before. I'm sorry, but that's never happened before. Not to me. I ain't never got pressed over no man. And I don't get pressed. I'm unpressable. She tried to check you, but you have a man. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like It's not my job to explain to you that I got a man and my man and him know each other. It's not my job to do that. Because first of all, you out of place and out of pocket for even jumping in my DM and saying anything to me about that. Mind you, I know you. So and you know, like, and your demeanor when you jumped in my DM was like you were trying to check me, and I'm uncheckable. So no, for that reason, I didn't even um ease your mind. I didn't care to. I didn't care to. I didn't want, because I ain't dealing with the person. I'm not talking to that dude. I could have told her that, but that was my choice, and I didn't. Because you shouldn't have came on me like that. So now go talk to your man and get out my DM. The freak. Go talk to your man. Go ask him. Deal with him. Yeah. Yeah, go ask that man. That's the man that's supposed to eat your brain, not me. Not me, baby. Not at all. Dang, look, I'm two tones. I think that's from the sun. I'm white as hell down here. Look how white I am. And the sun, this is the sun. Look at my hand compared to my chest. That is the sun. The sun is real. Bro, that is crazy. Look how the sun is really real. That should look crazy how white I am right there. He said that means that a big and light skin. What? Oh, shut up. Yeah, because what the heck? This is insane. That's so light, bro. What the freak? He said, that's how I am. You two-tone too? I don't like tanning, so I'm not gonna go lay down to be one color. In the winter, I get back this color. He's on a dead homies, you pretty good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm two-tone though. I'm two-tone though. But yeah, Ronell, that's your real name? Thank you, Toots. Oh, that's your real name. I need to tell you something. What? What do you need to tell me? Someone was calling me fine. I don't like Red Lobster. Red Lobster is not the vibe for me. I don't like lobster either. She said, never mind. J. Cole, duh. He said J. Cole or Drake. That's a no-brainer. I'm probably gonna walk and go get me something to eat. Definitely a no-brainer. J. Cole, hands down, period. You funny. What should I eat? Now, that's one thing a woman never knows what she want to eat. Because what do I want to eat? You know, the only caveman in the world was white people. Those are your ancestors. That's why your lips is thin like a monkey. So the only people that was saying ooga booga was your people. And that's the misconception that you have in America. Y'all was the people. Y'all was the Neanderthals, not us. Just to let you know, we created language, if you didn't know. Language came from us. Monkeys do have thin, very, very thin lips. Go Google a monkey. They have very thin lips, just like white people. We've never had thin lips. Our lips are always like this, if not bigger. Y'all were the ones screaming ooga booga, not us. So you come here trying to troll and you're trolling yourself. Yourself. If you're not black, you white. It's no such thing as nothing else. An Asian man is a white man. A so-called Arab man is just a white man, a dark-skinned white man. A so-called whatever you want to call it. It's nothing. It's just black or white. So if you're not black, you're white. And you was ooga boogooing. You're not black. Yeah. He said when you're mad, you look good. Latinos and natives, not them light skin, those are Spaniards. The indigenous Latinos are black. Those are that's us. We are those people. The indigenous people of America is us. And I don't even want to have that long, drawn out conversation, but I'm what they would call, I'm indigenous. We are more. You know they deporting those so-called native people? You know they deporting them? Because the government admitted a long time ago that those are immigrants. They are not the indigenous people of this land. They've been told us we are. We just haven't went and claimed our land because black people don't listen well. Some black people did. Trump been saying it forever. But yeah, we are indigenous. We are the indigenous people of this land. That's us. And we are the same people that were indigenous in Mexico, in Guatemala, in Honduras, in all of South America and Central America. We the same people. Not them light-skinned ones, those are Spaniards. But the indigenous people of those lands look like us. Yeah, because it's all the same land. It's all America. Same people. Spaniards came and raped our people and caused division. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Oh, that's my Texas boy. Bitch, I'm from Texas. Where we used to ride swingers and put diamonds in our necklace. Yeah, no. Y'all know nothing about Texas. Don't mess with Texas. How old is your mom, buddy? Yeah, the Texas accent, I think that's one of my favorite ones. Texas accents, New Orleans accents, I love those. Well, we still ride swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Y'all supposed to be helping me see what I'm about to eat, gangland. I ain't never been to Houston. I've been to Austin. New Orleans accent, oh my God. Them niggas could talk me to sleep. Burger King gross. Y'all still eat Burger King? He said, what you need, love? Shoot, lunch. If you buying, I'll take lunch. Why would I get out of America when it belongs to me? Stupid. That's why black people are the only people that can't be deported, because this land belongs to us. They are deporting so-called Native Americans. They're literally sending them to Canada. Black people can't be deported because this land belongs to us. It's definitely about, it's not about race. It's about nationality, bro. I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about nationality. There's a difference. I'm speaking of nationality that is different from race. All right, tell him, Tatiana. Mm-hmm. You love Vancouver. I ain't never been to Vancouver. I want to go to Peru though, because yeah, a daughter by Mika would put me up 1,000,000 points. You with the bomb. Thank you. All right, Kenya in the building. Shout out to Kenya. Peru, yes, Peru's so pretty. I just want to see it with my own eyes. You said why Peru? Okay, Peru. I put Peru because Australia in the building. Okay, because the Kingdom of David is in Peru. If y'all didn't know that, I'm a history buff. I do a lot of research on Black people because I always just want to know about us and where we come from outside of slavery. And what I learned was that we don't come from Africa and that this land belongs to us. And also that the Semitic land is not in Africa, but it's in the Americas, from Canada all the way to South America. So, with that being said, it makes all the sense in the world for that to be true because I always wonder why is the kingdom of David in Peru. Peru is way over here. The kingdom of David is literally in Peru, and I want to go see it. It's still there. And that is tangible evidence that my research is true, that the Semitic land is the Americas. They lied, like they lie about everything. Thanks, Tatiana. I love my history. But yeah, what the freak am I about to eat? She bringing these crybaby kids back to the boat. Native Australians are the longest living people in the world for longer than Africans in Africa. Um, I'm not gonna argue that. Have you been to South Africa? No, I don't really have a desire to go to Africa. I really want to study and travel all over America because that's where everything that I'm interested in is. He said, how do you feel about whites? They okay in your book or not? I want you to think about the history between my people and white people. Think long and hard and think about everything. Now, while you're thinking that, I'm not going to tell you my views. I don't hate anyone, by the way, but just think about that. And you just tell me what should my views be? What would your views be if that was your relationship and your history between your people and another people? But I'm not saying I don't hate nobody. People that be here with me know. I'm from Little Egypt, which is in America. I don't know what that you're not telling me nothing. Are you white? Are you black? Which I don't even give a fuck. Like I said, you asked me the question. I told you to think about the history between my people and those people. And I said, what do you suggest? What would you think? See, it's a place in America that's like the same as now, but smaller. You didn't answer the question. We do have a connection to Egypt, just not the one in Africa. When you do research and you do history research, you find out that the Semitic ancient Egypt is here in America. Ancient Egypt was literally everything that they call the South in America. The Nile River is actually the Mississippi River. But when they conquered us in 1775, they changed our history and erased certain things. And then they also switched the compass on the original map, and they changed the names of places on the original map, which is the Moorish map, right? So if they switched the compass, they switched the compass to confuse you, my people. They switched the compass to make you think that ancient Egypt was in Africa when ancient Egypt was right here in America. The Semitic people are the people in America. That's why they enslaved us how they did, because we are the the Semitic people in the Bible. So when you say we don't have a connection to Egypt, we don't have a connection to the Egypt in Africa, because this here in America, this was the Semitic Egypt. Ancient Egypt was here. There's more pyramids in America than there is in all of Africa, because this is the original Semitic land. You, Bumblebee, you don't come here talking about I don't know. I know about my history and I know about my people. I know everything there is to know about my people. I educate people, my people on my channel. So yeah, I know that. You saying y'all don't know. I know. And a lot of other um Black people know too. A lot of the Moors We know. That's why I deal with nationality. I don't deal with race because the thing is nationality. They keep Black people in America are the only ones that's been taught that hasn't been taught nationality. They don't teach us nationality. They never taught us nationality. They keep us focused on race. When race, that's not something we should consume ourselves with. We should be learning about nationality because when you understand nationality, then you understand us in America are the only ones that they don't grant a nationality. They make us the correct way to identify as a human being is you say your nationality and then you say your ethnicity. Now, your nationality is where you were born at, right? So we're born in America. So I'm American. So what is your ethnicity? Your ethnicity is your people, your continent, because race don't exist. There is no such thing as race. It's nationality. So you're talking about Moorish, Moroccan Moors. It's 60 different variations of Moor. So yeah, you're dumbing down. We are Moor by DNA, not by religion, not by nationality. He's talking about the nationality Moors that are Moors by nationality. We are Moors by ethnicity, meaning our people are called Moor. You see how we don't have a national name. Your nationality, you should be able to look on the map and see a land that is the same as your nationality. You can't look on the map and find Black nowhere. You can't look on the map and find Negro nowhere. You can't look on the map and find none of that. You know what I'm saying? African American, you can't find a place called that. You know what I'm saying? So we are the only ones that they try to keep disconnected. You know why? Because this land is ours. We're connected to this land. Right. We're connected to this land. We are American by nationality. We are Moorish by ethnicity. Every indigenous person in all of the Americas, from Canada all the way down and everything in between, is a Moorish person. Like how Africans are African, but inside of Africa, they have a bunch of different nations. So people in Africa will say, if you're from Somalia, whatever, you're gonna say, I'm Somali African. If you're from Ghana, you're gonna say, I'm Ghanan African. If you're from Kenya, you're gonna say, I'm Kenyan African. Or African Kenyan, however you say it, right? Because that's your continent, which those are your people. And then then your nationality, right? So in America, all of the American people from Canada all the way to South America and all in between are Moorish people. So then all these different spots are the countries, like Honduras, Mexico, all these different, those are the countries. So we would identify as Moorish American. But they didn't teach us that because they taught us we didn't have a nationality. They only allowed us to claim 2 continents. Okay, I claim a continent, American, but you can't attach me to a whole nother continent, Africa. That's not how you identify. You self-identify with a continent and a country. I mean, and an ethnicity. The continent is your people. Your nationality is where you live, where you were born at. So we were born in America. Our people are Moorish. So we will be Moorish American. Just so y'all know. And all the Semitic stuff happened right here in America. He said, what pyramids in America? There's more pyramids in America than it is in Africa. More pyramids in America than it is in Africa. There's pyramids in the Grand Canyon. There's pyramids in California. There's pyramids all up and through this shit. Pyramids in Mexico, pyramids in Arizona. Yeah, y'all better go open a book. He said, who cares? You better get some money. Bro, that money only gonna last this lifetime. If you don't know who you are, how are you gonna get into the gates of heaven? You gotta know who you are to know what your set of rules are. You don't know what rules that go to you. You don't know what rules apply to you if you don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain set of rules for every set of people. And if you don't know who you are, you don't know the set of rules that you're supposed to abide by. Mexico is America. It's the same land. Spaniards came and stole this land. We were the same people, indigenous people, not those light-skinned Spaniards. I'm talking about the indigenous Mexicans. They are very, very dark-skinned. We are the same people. They came over here and enslaved us, and they separated Mexico from this, but it's the same land. Y'all need to go pick up a book. All of the Americas, that's Central America. It's all America. It's the same land, and we were all the same people before they came and raped us and made everybody different colors. Tattoos have been a part of our culture since the beginning of time. So the fact that you sit here trying to judge somebody on tattoos have been a part of our culture since the beginning of time. Again, go pick up a book, go learn, know yourself, because you obviously don't know yourself. It's no such thing as Native Americans. Native Americans are immigrants that came from Siberia after and after slavery, they paid $5. Those are white people that came from Siberia and paid $5 to be considered a Indian on the Dow's Rose. And if you think I'm lying, go Google the Dow's Rose. I said indigenous people, so-called indigenous Indians. That's us. That was the people that were enslaved. That's who this land belonged to. And yes, we are the same people as the indigenous Mexicans and the indigenous Honduras, the indigenous Guatemalans, the indigenous Belizeans, the indigenous all South Americans, the indigenous Canadians, the indigenous. Those native people, those people are not, those are immigrants. That's why right now, during this deportation stuff, they're literally deporting so-called native people from the United States because the government being admitted that those are not the true indigenous people. Y'all don't listen to Trump when he be talking. Trump said it more than 5 times on live television. And they just don't televise it that the so-called native Indians are being deported from the United States. They're sending them to Canada and stuff. Now, Black people, we're the only people that cannot be deported because this land belongs to us. If they try to take us somewhere else, that's a war crime because the whole world knows that this land is indigenous to us, that we are indigenous to this land except us. But everybody else knows it. Everybody else knows it. You just gotta go pick up a book and learn about yourself. That's why we are only people that can't be deported. This land belongs to us. He don't because he knows that they're immigrants. That's what he said. He don't care about natives in America because he admitted, he said they're immigrants. This land don't belong to them. This nigga said you should fight for representation then. You should fight for a book. Go educate, what the fuck? Fight for representation. Is you cool? Black people are not imported. You're so dumb. Don't, okay. I don't even feel like having this conversation with people that's ignorant to the truth. Just go pick up a book, gang. Yeah, go fight for a book and read it. He said, go fight for representation. What are you talking about? The Louisiana Purchase was never even paid for. That's how I know you in here just talking. Go do your research. They never paid for the Louisiana Purchase. They enslaved our people instead of paying for it. Da-da. They bought Virginia, they bought Philadelphia, and I think Florida. The Louisiana Purchase was supposed to be damn near all of the Midwest, all the way down to Texas, to the South. They never finished paying for it. That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. You just in here talking. You need to go pick up a book and learn. Yeah, black people should not be on that Democrat shit. He said, name a book that says black people are indigenous Americans. Bro, you just answered your own fucking question, dumbass. I'm done talking to dumb people. I'm just done. People that just want to talk. I'm done. I'm done. You asked me a question and answered your own question in the question. I'm done talking to dumb people. I don't feel like it today. I don't feel like it. I know you meant reparations. I'm not talking to you, Angel. I'm talking to the other person. When I said that. Well, you should never come back to my channel. How about that? Those are not Americans. Those are Europeans. And then they're not even indigenous to Europe because the indigenous people to Europe were black. They're not indigenous to anywhere. Black people are indigenous to the entire planet. They were the first nowhere. They're not indigenous to anything. That's why they don't have a culture or nothing. They're not indigenous. They're not an indigenous people at all. Europe was first inhabited and colonized by blacks, by our people, Moorish people. They had this thing called the cold time, and this was before the ice age. It was called the cold time because it was cold, but not quite the ice age. And the cold time came, and the people that was in Europe, the black people that was in Europe, they moved down they migrated to the Americas. And so they left Europe empty. After the ice age, the what we call white people, they crawled out of the Caucasus Mountains, which is in Russia. They came out of the mountains. They mixed with animals. That's why they have animal DNA. They mixed with Neanderthals. That's why they have colored eyes and stuff like that. That's a deformity that only comes, only thing has colored eyes. Human beings don't have colored eyes. Colored eyes only come in animals. That stringy hair, that's from animals. You can literally Google this. Their DNA has animal DNA in it. Black people are the only ones that don't have animal DNA. So boom, they came out of the mountains. They had sex with those Neanderthals. That's how they elevated from caveman to people. And when they came out those mountains, the Moors found them in Europe and they taught them to be civilized people. No, they're everywhere now, baby. They're not indigenous to none of the world. I need you to go educate yourself. I really do. Like I said, the Moors taught them how to be civilized. They taught them how to take a bath. They taught them how to separate their food from their livestock. The Moors taught them to be civilized. No, they did not unite, Ruben. I need you to go pick up a book. Anyways, they taught them to be civilized and they taught them how to build an army after they became civilized. When they built their army, they um they turned on the Moors. When I say the Moors, I'm talking about the ancient Moroccan Moors, because the ancient Moroccan Moors from Africa were the first pirates, the first travelers, the first colonizers, right? So all of the land was named and colonized by the ancient Moroccan Moors from Africa. All the land except America. The Americas was already inhabited by our people, the indigenous people. We already had a king. We had a Tartarian king in America, right? And America was already built up. I'm talking about those crystal cathedrals that the Pope be in and stuff and all that other stuff. That was built by our people. When Bumblebee came in here and said America was already built up, when white people came here, y'all don't even know. That's what she was talking about, right? There was no such thing as Native Americans or nothing like that. So, anyways, it was all our people. We were here from Canada all the way down to South America and everything in between before a white person ever existed. So, anyways, like I said, them European people, they came out of the mountains. And again, they're not indigenous to Europe because we, the indigenous people of Europe, are black. Black people are indigenous to the whole world. White people are not. They're not the first to be anywhere. Black people were here. White people did not exist in BC. They didn't. They came into existence after BC, after Christ. So, anyways, that's why in the Bible you hear Christ talking to them and say, "You are not of my father." And he banned them to the Caucasus Mountains, told them to go back to the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, because that's when they were introduced. That's when they came out of the mountains, and Christ told them to go back to the mountains. So, anyways, yeah, everything was black people or whatever. So the Moors taught them how to create an army. They used their army to overthrow the Moors. And like I said, the Moors had kingdoms all over because they were the first colonizers. They had kingdoms in Italy, Germany, Britain, France, Spain, Portugal, Egypt, African Egypt. The Moors had uh, they had kingdoms everywhere except America because Africans and Americans are not the same people. When I say Americans, I'm talking about us, Moorish people, the indigenous people of America. You got Africans and then you got us, two continents, right? So, and we abandoned the European continent because it got too cold and came here. So, anyways, um, so yeah, so we came here. So yeah. So the white people, they started overthrowing the ancient Moroccan Moors from Africa. They were overthrowing them in power in every kingdom that they had, Italy, Portugal, France, all those places. And the last kingdom that they overthrew them was Spain. Spain was the last stronghold for the ancient Moroccans in power, was Spain. So, and if you didn't know, indigenous black people, we created language because I told you they didn't exist in the beginning of time. They came after Christ. So it was all black people. We created the language, Latin, Arabic, and Hebrew. We created those languages. So that's why in Spain, people speak Latin and stuff like that because these are the languages of the Moors. You feel me? These are not languages that come from white people. These are languages that come from the Moors. So when they overthrew the Moors in Spain, which was the last kingdom that they had to overthrow in 1492, they overthrew them, right? Some of the Moors were killed. Some of the Moors was converted to Christianity because it was a religious war. Because our people were Islamic people. We were not Christian. We were Islamic. Hebrew is not white. Hebrew is Moorish. But that's what they try to teach you. Hebrew are Semitic people. White people are not Semitic people. They didn't exist in the ancient times. It came into existence after Christ. They can't be Hebrew people. You feel what I'm saying? It's impossible. They weren't here, but they beat us and over they enslaved us and changed our history and they stole our identities. That's what happened. So so now here we are in this generation and we don't know our history because it's been covered up and we've been lied. No, baby, you're talking about when you Google and it say Islam only was in existence for 700 years, baby, they talking about Sunni Muslims. They're not talking about Islam. They're talking about Sunni Muslims. It's a bunch of different categories of Islam. The Sunni Muslim was only here for 700 years. We're not talking about the ancient Islamic culture. It's word semantics, babe. That's how they get you. Our people are not Sunni Muslims. That's white people that created Sunni Muslims. So we're not talking about them. Yes, you're saying no. I promise you that's what it is. I know what I'm talking about. Go pick up a book. But anyways, so they followed the Moors knew about the Americas. They didn't. The Moors knew about us. They didn't. So then when they came over here, some Moors was here because they ran and hid here. So when they finally found out about us here, they came and this land was already um, built up, and they were impressed and they were mesmerized. But we had a kingdom. We had a king. His name I don't forgot his name, but it was the Tartarian king who ran all of the Americas under one kingdom right here, and so they came and they tried to befriend us, right? And said that they wanted to create a business in our land. And guess what the business is called? The United States of America. So the United States of America is not a place, it's a business because the land is called America. The corporation is called the United States. It's not a place. So all the immigrants are citizens. The indigenous people are just indigenous people. We don't got nothing to do with their business, right? So they created the business. They bought and they bought Virginia from us. They bought Philadelphia from us. They bought Florida, right? And uh they were supposed to finish the Louisiana purchase, right? Um you said the Egyptian mummies have British DNA. Babes, the indigenous people of Britain were Black Moors. Again, stop trying to clock my tea. You never can do that with this. The indigenous people of Britain were Black Moors. So when they say it had Britain DNA, that's a Black Moor, hunty. Hunty. I just told you the Moors had kingdoms everywhere. And I told you in Britain, one was one of them. Like, come on now, bro. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying. They be trying to clock it, can never clock it. Go pick up a book, read diligently. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so they were supposed to buy the Louisiana Purchase. They never finished buying the Louisiana Purchase because in the middle of them supposed to be buying it, the Louisiana Purchase was like damn near all of the Midwest, all the way down to the South. And they were supposed to pay for it. In the middle of them supposed to be paying for it, they said at like 16, I think it was like 1607, they was like, fuck that. Everybody, because they called the Moors, the ancient Moroccan Moors, they called them Moors, right? They called us mulattoes, and um, they called us mulattoes, and they called us Indians. That's what they called us, mulattoes and Indians. They said every Moor, which is the Moroccan Moor, Moroccos are from North America, yes. However, I just told you they were the first colonizers. So if colonizers, just like white people, they are from Europe, right? But they move around and they call themselves, because they're born in Italy, they call themselves Italians, right? They're born in Britain, they call themselves Britons, right? British people, right? They're born in uh, Spain and they call themselves Spanish people, right? But in all, they're still Caucasians, aren't they? But they're British people because they're born there. So the Moroccans did the same thing. They colonized this land first. The Moroccans from North Africa colonized all of this land first, except the Americas. So in Britain was one of the places they colonized. So they had people that were born generations hundreds and thousands of years that were born in Britain that were Black. So when you think of a British person and they say British DNA, they're talking about Black. If you look at the ancient history books before 1775, because 1775 is when they were done enslaving us in America and took our land, right? You look at the books before 1775, and I could get the literature for y'all later. It says, oh, when they described us, they say the man was dark like a Hebrew, or the man was dark like a Jew. And this is text that was before 1775, before they stole our land from us. So this is text that confirm that back then, the original Jew was Black. The original Jew, Hebrew, was Black. So just like then, the original Portuguese man was Black. The original British man was Black. So if you see British DNA, oh, it had British DNA in the mummies. That's just a Black man before they colonized Britain. Duh. So, anyways, when they was paying for Louisiana Purchase, they said all Moors, all mulattoes, and all Indians, and anybody that is not Christian will be deemed as a slave. So basically, the ancient Moroccan Moors from Africa, they sold us. This is what they mean when they say Africans sold us into slavery. They don't mean that slave trade shit, because there is no direct connection from Africa to America on a boat. It can never happen. That's why you never see a cruise going from America to Africa or Africa to America, because the oceans won't allow it. It's three different currents going three different ways. You will always be shipwrecked and die. It's impossible. You have to fly back and forth. So back then they had no planes, so they had no way to really have a boat come back and forth to Africa. They didn't bring people from no fucking Africa. They enslaved the people of the land and told them they came from Africa to lie, to keep them from being attached to the land. So anyways, when they say Africans sold us into slavery, they're talking about the ancient Moroccan Moors, the ancient Moroccan, because we are the indigenous people of all of America, and ancient Moroccan Moors was here with us as friends. So when the white people came, the ancient Moroccan Moors sold us to them into slavery, and they enslaved us in our own land. And then told us, oh, told our ancestors, don't teach your new offspring your language, don't teach them your history, don't teach them nothing. And they tore down a lot of our buildings, they rewrote our history, they put their faces on our faces in history. Those noble people with the top hats and them big dresses, that was our people in America. We weren't savages. The Tartarian kingdom, that's how they dressed. It wasn't them. They enslaved us in 1775. The so-called slavery period was started in the 1800s to so what they're saying, it stopped in 1865, right? So how the fuck they wasn't even here. They weren't even in control at the time that these buildings was here. Like they say slaves built the White House and all these buildings that's made of marble and granite. How? You're talking about a time where all you had was horse and chisel, and you saying slaves built um for you in the 1800s buildings that are made of big slabs of granite and marble? That don't even make sense. Because those buildings were here when they got here. Our ancestors are the fathers and the mothers of of intelligence, science, and knowledge. Our ancestors had that intelligence. Boy, are you dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Oh my God. Because the Moors went around, stupid. They went around. I said there is not a direct line of transportation from America to Africa. You keep trying to clock my T and you're never gonna clock it, baby. I know what I'm talking about. No, you cannot. There is not a direct line of transportation from America to Africa. No, it's not. That don't exist. The Moors had to go all the way around. So and the reason why I say that is because in history they try to tell us, you know what I'm saying? They try to tell us that the slave ships came straight from Africa to America. That's what they say. And they say it took, I think they said it took like 3 months for the ship to get here, which was a lie because first of all, like I said, there is no direct line straight here from baby, social media intelligence is crazy. You sound dumb. Anyways, there is no direct line. You have social media intelligence. That's why you keep trying to clock my tea and I keep clocking your shit every time you try because you don't have real intelligence. You have not picked up a book. You're talking about shit that you learned on social media or that Western European lies that they brainwashed kids in school. You ain't really picked up no book. You have it. I have. So anyways, those are all lies. There is no direct, they said that they went from straight from Africa to here. They never did that. Then they said it took like 3 months on a ship to get Africans to America straight from Africa, right? That's a fucking lie because scientists have already put it. They tried to like digitally recreate the moment, right? And it's physically impossible for people to last starving for 3 months on a ship. They all would have died before they made it here. It's physically impossible for that story to be true. Impossible. And honestly, the slave trade is the biggest story ever, and that would help be like, oh, y'all came from Africa. Why do we have dinosaur bones, but we don't have why do we have dinosaur bones, but we don't have what do you call that? We got dinosaur bones, but we don't have a slave ship in a museum. We have dinosaur bones in a museum, but we don't have a slave ship in a museum. Make that make fucking sense. Exactly. Anyways, like I said, scientists have put this theory to the test. Scientists have put this theory to the test, and they already proved that to be bullshit. But y'all people want to hold on to that because y'all have no real history. Y'all have no culture. Your history was stolen. Your culture was stolen. So then when you understand that your history was stolen and that history actually belongs to us, then it leaves you like, oh, yeah, you're not indigenous to any of the land on the planet. You're not the first to be on any spot on the planet. You're not the first to do anything. So then you have no culture, you have no history. Everything you ever had was stolen. So if that was me, that would be a hard pill for me to swallow too. And I get that. So that's why I don't even be mad at y'all. That's a very hard pill to swallow. Yeah. This nigga just said dragon. Oh my God. Are you This nigga just said dragons. I'm done talking to you. Yeah, and they say I don't pick up a book. They said I didn't pick up a book and all my intelligence came off of Instagram. Baby, you believe in fantasies. Please go have a seat. I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Baby, my people are indigenous. We don't get government assistance, babe. That's for citizens. That's for immigrant people that came to our land. That's for you. We're not citizens. We're indigenous. We own the land. We don't get that, baby. So you thought, and since you want to bring that up, let's get to the analytics of that. Since you're trying to be weird, um, the analytics on welfare is that there are Caucasian crackers. Those are the people that make up the highest percentage of people on welfare. So get your shit together while you're trying to be funny. Y'all the motherfuckers using that shit more than anybody. Clock that. I own the land. The land is mine, stupid. Literally. If you need to pick up a book, bro, the government has already admitted that this land belonged to Black people. Why you think Trump was saying it? If any of y'all Black people in here, if you haven't done it already, if you go to the Treasury of the United States and you tell the Treasury
Hey, look, I understand I'm indigenous. This is my land. I'm Moorish American. I promise you, bro, you just have to admit it out of your mouth because they're not going to come to you with it. You have to go to them. They will correct your nationality on your birth certificate. They're going to correct it from African American to American Indian. I swear to God on my children's life. They will do that. They will change it to American Indian, and you will be living under sovereign rules in this land. You will not need a license to drive. They will not govern your children. They cannot imprison you because the government already admitted that this land belongs to us. They just don't come to us and tell us. We have to go to them and tell them that we know. And once we tell them we know, they will correct your birth certificate. There's so many Black people that has done it already. This nigga said it's not true. I just put it on my kids, y'all. There's so many Black people that's already done it. I swear to you. And this is why Black people are the only people in America that cannot be deported. They are deporting so-called Native Americans. The people that they trying to say are native to this land, they are deporting them right now out of the Americas. They're deporting them from the United States right now as we speak. They're just not putting it on the TV. They are getting deported right now. That conversation is happening because the government had already admitted that they are not indigenous. They are immigrants. They are immigrants. They were not born here. They came here from Siberia. Those are white people that paid $5 for their name to be printed on the Dow's Rose to be considered Indians. And you can literally Google this, and Google have a lot of lies on it, but you can literally Google the Dow's Rose. Google the fucking Dow's Rose. Bro, y'all need to go fucking educate yourself. But again, I said these are white people that are understanding that they have no culture, they have no history, they are indigenous to nothing. So this is a very, very, very hard pill for them to swallow. So I don't even blame them. They don't go educate themselves on nothing. They just be like, oh yeah, we're, bro, you not even American, bro. Y'all from Europe. You an immigrant. You don't belong here. You really don't belong nowhere. If my ancestors never left Europe, nigga, you wouldn't even belong there. But my ancestors left Europe. And you occupied it when they left. That's why you're not indigenous to anything. You're not first to be anywhere. You're not first to do anything. You've only stolen everything that you call yours. You've stolen land, you've stolen culture, you've stolen history and called it your own. You've stolen identity and called it your own. Stupid. Bro, you're not even indigenous, so you shouldn't have an indigenous conversation with me. You didn't even exist before Christ. Y'all didn't even exist. Y'all came into existence like a fucking animal. The fuck? Y'all have animal DNA in your DNA right now. And you can literally Google that. Black people are the only people that possess 100% human DNA. All you motherfuckers have animal DNA because you evolved from a fucking Neanderthal. You climbed out of those mountains. So you can't have indigenous conversations with me. An indigenous language is Latin, Hebrew, or Arabic. So what are you talking about? Y'all stole the language from us. Like I said, you stole everything. You stole it. You literally stole it. The fuck? Go pick up a book and learn about your fucking monkey people. You don't even know. Y'all try to call us monkeys, and lo and behold, y'all are the ones that come from monkeys. Ancient languages, yes. The ancient languages, the first language was Hebrew, Arabic, and Latin. Those are the first three languages ever, Semitic languages. And at these times, white people did not exist on the planet. So these languages came from us. They came from us. Thank you. We created these languages. The place Spain, they spoke Latin. Latin and English are linked because they created their language off of our language. They stole everything, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. And called it their own. They stole everything and called it their own. Natives are white people, so I know they would disagree. They're white. They paid $5 to be considered indigenous. Duh. 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 Okay, so let me tell y'all this. And y'all tell me do this make sense, right? Y'all hear me? Shaniqua, you hear me? Right. So y'all tell me do this make sense? So I told y'all white people didn't exist in BC, meaning they didn't exist before Christ. So in those ancient years, they never existed. So they can't be the Semitic people because they didn't exist until after Christ walked the earth. That's when they came into existence, right? So boom, knowing that, that's when they crawled out of the mountains. So that means when was the Bible, not the New Testament, but the Old Testament? When was the Bible written? The Bible was written in Semitic times, when they didn't exist, right? Boom. So in the Old Testament, in the Bible told the children of Israel. The children of Israel is all the people of the Americas, the Moors. That's the children of Israel. That's the 12 tribes, the blacks and the Hispanics, right? So he told the children of Israel, do not mix with those other people. So if white people didn't exist at this time, who is he telling the children of Israel not to mix with? The children of Israel, because I told you, I already gave y'all the history lesson that the real Semitic land is the Americas. And in 1775, they switched the map and told us that East was West and West was East. So really, Middle East is America, not Africa. So this is the Semitic land. So if God told the Semitic people in the Americas, don't mix with those people, and white people didn't exist yet, it was all black people. Who was he talking about, gang? He was talking about the Africans. He was talking about the Africans. He told the 12 tribes of Israel, which are the black people that make up the Americas, I'm talking about indigenous people, before Hispanic people turned light skinned, when they were all black. He told them, do not mix with them. Do not go outside of your clan. If 12 tribes of Israel are all the same people, which we're all the black people of America, Hispanics and blacks, right? Who was he telling us not to mix with if white people didn't exist? He was telling us don't mix with Africans. Boom. He was telling us don't mix with Africans. We're not the same people. We were not even supposed to mix with them, which is why they hated us, which is why they sold us into slavery in the 1600s to the white people that came and took our land, because we are the indigenous people. White people never existed before. How can a white person be indigenous to some shit when they didn't even exist in the beginning of time? Make that make sense. Native Americans are white people. They didn't exist in the beginning of time. How can they be indigenous? They were not here. They didn't exist. Make it make fucking sense. There were no white people here. And Native Americans are white. They're fucking white. How can they be indigenous to the Americas if they were not in existence in the beginning of time? When God was handing out land, they were not here. They weren't here. That's us. And he told us don't mix with Africans because it was all black people. And all he said was for us in America not to mix with the other continent, which was Africa. We wasn't supposed to mix. And then when the white people came up out them fucking mountains, they poured out the motherfucker. Yes, the Moors had slaves. Yes, they did. They had sovereign slaves. That's what you don't get. They didn't have they had white slaves, stupid, because when y'all climbed out the mountains, you guys were sovereign slaves. Huh? That's where the word slave derives from. Huh? Come to history class. The word slave comes from the word Slavic people. That's where slave came from, because that's what we called y'all. We called y'all slave. That was your name, Slav. And because it came from, where's Yugoslavia? Where's the Slavic people come from? Europe. So when they came out of the mountains, they were Slavic people and they were slaves to Moors. That's where the word slave come from. You are the original slave, baby. So thank you for bringing that up. History class adjourned. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all not indigenous to shit. Y'all can't come here and clock nothing, baby. I'm a Black woman that knows. Yeah. Yes. And those were the slaves that the Moors had. You talking about Moors had slaves. I'm just telling you, they did, but they were white slaves. Yeah, they were white. What was the point of you fucking saying that? They were white. Because y'all didn't run nothing. Y'all was enslaved when y'all came out the mountains. And it wasn't even slavery that the slavery that we seen. It was in sovereign slavery. Like y'all worked for us type of thing. Because we had slaves too. White indigenous people, us, we had slaves. Indians had slaves. On my soul. We had slaves, but we had white slaves. We didn't have Black slaves. Y'all enslaved us because the Moors sold us into slavery to y'all, sold us out. And they enslaved us and stole our history, stole our land. Yeah. And told us that we came from fucking Africa because they didn't want us to have claims to this land. But again, like I said, any Black person want to challenge me on what I'm saying, go to the Treasury of the United States, let them know that you understand that you are a Moorish indigenous person and you want to correct your nationality. I swear to God, they're going to put American Indian on your birth certificate because the government has admitted this truth years ago. They just don't preach it. They just let you find out on your own. And if you find out and come correct it, then you correct it. If you don't, that's on you. I promise. You talking about Black people are Asiatic. What the fuck that got to do with anything? What the fuck that got to do with anything? That don't make you less more. The fuck? Didn't I just tell y'all that the indigenous people of Asia are Black people, the San people. They migrated from South Africa and went to Asia. That's why them Asian people look like the San people, because that's where they come there. That's where they came from, right? Our people, that's Europe. All of that is Europe. Our people are the true indigenous people to Europe. Like I told y'all, in the cold times, they migrated down. I told y'all that. So every time y'all come in here and try to clock something, you're never gonna clock nothing with me. Get it through your fucking head. Never. Because I'm speaking truth. Facts. Can't clock shit over here when it comes to this. Dummy. Bro, Asian is a nationality. That's not an ethnicity. Just because they were considered Asian because it was Black people in Asia. That the Black people are indigenous to Asia. So yes, we understand there were Black people in Asia. But there were also Black people all over the world. Da-da. Is you cool? Black people are indigenous to the entire planet. You're not saying anything. You're not saying anything different than what I'm saying. So what's the point of saying that? Y'all just be wanting to talk. Oh, Black people are Asiatic. Shut your dumb ass up. People are identified as indigenous now. Are you fucking dumb? Indigenous just means that you come that the land, you come from the land. You identify as Moorish American, American Indian. That's the identity, dummy. You fucking stupid. That's the identity, stupid. Why you trying to be funny? When they correct your identity, your nationality, they're gonna put American Indian. I promise you. So many Black people already did it. Arguing with white people because they don't want to let go of the fact that we more important than them. We've been more important than y'all. Yes, Moorish American. But when they correct your identity on the birth certificate, they're gonna put American Indian because you know they called us Indian at first. So that's what they're gonna put, American Indian. How am I being how's this racism because I'm teaching my people their nationality, their identity? No, ancient Moroccan Moors are from Morocco, baby. We're not talking about ancient Moroccan Moors by nationality. We're talking about Moors by ethnicity. And I'm not about to go all into that again because I just explained that. You just came to the conversation. So you coming in here saying something we already covered. Oh, I thought you were saying I was being racist, like it was racist. I'm like, how is that? He said, what's the benefit of falsely claiming one group of people Indies versus another? What are you claiming is what you're claiming is pointless. You need to ask those people what is the benefit of falsely claiming one person's identity because that's what they did. Ask them what's the benefit. Ask them what's the benefit. I could tell you why they did it, but you asking me like I'm claiming something falsely. No, they claimed it falsely, and I told you Google the Dials Rose. You're gonna see it. They claimed something falsely, not me. So go ask them that. Like I said, I hope I'm here when all the truth come out. I pray I keep praying this prayer. I want to be here when right gets put back on top of wrong because all of you people, I want to look y'all dead in y'all face and see the looks on y'all faces when y'all realize you are nothing. When you realize it was always us and never you. When you realize everything that you were told has been a lie, everything you thought you was has been a lie, and everything you thought you was stolen from us. I promise you, I want to be here when it happens. I want to see your faces. I do. I pray I'm here. And I honestly think it's about to happen really soon, to be honest. I really do. Because if I didn't have a culture, if I didn't have a history, if I wasn't the first to do anything and everything that I ever thought was mine was stolen from other people, I promise you it would be very hard for me to admit it to. It would. Because basically what you telling me is I'm null and void. I don't matter. I have no significance to the earth or to any history. And that's really what it is for you. Yeah. But I'm done with this conversation. I'm done educating ignoramuses. So I'm gonna holla at y'all, let my phone charge. I'm probably gonna go live again at like 5 or 6. To all my mods, I love y'all. I'll be back, gang.